With a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Good afternoon and welcome you all for this blockbuster hackathon season 5 episode 8 and under the chairmanship of Charanjot Singh Nanda sir, who is our beloved past president AI in ICI committee, is bringing to you a different use cases through this hackathon. And today we have our panelists who are ready with their use cases, and this is a very unique program which empowers our members with the practical use cases, and these use cases are uploaded on the YouTube as well as on AI in ICI website where you can use these use cases in future. And this gives us a strength, a library of the knowledge and the practical usage of AI in chartered accountancy profession. So friends, welcome you all, and we are thankful to all our panelists, and we you all know that our panelists are working very hard to present the use cases. So our juries are also there, and most important, you participant are jury of this program. You people have to rate on each of the panelist performance. So be ready with your ratings and get involved in using these use cases in future. Friends, AI in ICI committee from last 3 years, we are working very hard. The ecosystem of AI, the environment of AI is changing day by day. In level 1, we are on verge of completing 800 batches and with syllabus number version 15. Level 2, already we are having version 4 and we are on verge of completing 100 batches. Further, level 3 has already been in process and it will be launched soon. So we are trying our level best to update our fraternity, and now it's in your hand that you also get updated, you also come forward in hackathons, in prompt writing library, in book writing competition, in AI innovation summit, in refresher courses, in the webinars. We want you people to come forward and share your creative ideas. Today you have seen that economical situation around the world and where the investment is moving, where the workflow is moving. It's in AI dominancy. So in India, we want dominancy, and how we can get it by fast and proper adoption. So ethical and responsible of use of AI in India will be taken up by our profession, because our profession is known for ethical and responsible uses of law. And if we are there in AI, then we can take up the things much faster and in proper manner and in line with government of India initiatives of METI and India AI mission. So with this word, I welcome you all, and I will request Rishi to play a short video of AI Innovation Summit 2026. We welcome our all panelists. I think they must have registered, but our participants, those who are viewing this hackathon, they should also get registered to this AI Innovation Summit. This is the third summit, first in Hyderabad, second in Pune, and now in Delhi. So I will request tech team to play a short video.
Yes, sir.
Rishi,
Yes, sir.
thank you tech team for playing the video, and I will request participant to get registered. And now on this hackathon, so we have our eminent panelist in which I am able to see Ashish Sachdewa ji, then Husain Ujjainwala ji, then Nilay is there, then Nikkitha, then Poonam Tawri, then Mr. Vyas is there, Mr. Agarwal, then we have Vaibhavi, we have Shikha, we have Riddhi as a jury, and we have Kanj Goel ji and Amit Sinha ji. I am able to see there. Then we have Manu Pandit ji also here. I hope all are ready with their use cases. All the best to you and looking forward for your contribution in ICI, because the topmost faculties which are today, they are all hackathonists, and this is the way you people will be moving forward in this ladder. So all the best, keep it up. Over to you, tech team. Rishi.
Thank you so much, sir, for a kind guidance and words of wisdom. Now, coming over to the today's hackathon, I'll just give the brief rules for our audience as well as our panelists. This is the episode 8 of the season 5 of ICI AI Hackathon. We have 11 panelists today who will be presenting their use cases one by one. They have 10 minutes to present the use cases, after which the jury will ask them Q&A if they deem fit. The jury will also mark them. Also, we have our esteemed audience who will be giving them votes. The voting lines are now open, and they will remain open till the last, after 5 minutes, after the last speaker speaks. That is, after 5 minutes till the last speaker speaks. So anybody who is left to vote can vote in the last 5 minutes also, once he or she has listened to all the presentations. The audience voting pattern is as follows. They are to vote in a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. I repeat, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. We have our esteemed jury today, CA Riddhi Jain ji and CA Ashish Sachdev ji, who will be judging the participants for today's hackathon. Today is the last episode, the episode 8 of this season 5, and we are gearing up for our 2 semifinals. That is on 12th of June, semifinal 1. The lineup is complete for 12 contestants there, and semifinal 2 on the 19th of June, where we have got nine contestants, and 3 more from today's last preliminary episode will be going and joining that semifinal 2. And then the big one, the grand finale, that is the ICI AI Hackathon Season 5 grand finale, which is going to happen at the ICI AI Innovation Summit 2026 at Bharat Mandapam. It will happen on 26th of June from 5 p.m. onwards. So that is the big one to watch out for. So coming back to today's episode, I would now like to invite our jury, C. Riddhi Jain ji and C. Ashish Sachdev ji, to take the session forward with the first panelist for today, that is CA Shivam Agarwal ji. Shivam ji, over to you.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Your time starts now.
My sharing is not turned on, and I had requested, but it was denied. I think.
You are the co-host. You can share your screen.
So, but it is saying sharing is not turned on, and
actually, you have joined with 2 devices. That's why.
Yes, sir.
I have made the co-host for both the devices. Now you can start.
Okay, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, good evening to all of you. I am CA Shivam Agarwal from Dhanbad, Jharkhand, and I'm a chartered accountant. I'm not a software engineer. I built this ERP for my own use, and this system was built entirely by AI, and it also uses AI in many scenarios. So before I start in showing you the ERP, I would like to tell you what problems did we face that led us to making this. So we started with a client. We started giving them CFO services and accounting and auditing services. The client was in the retail sector. They had many stores of garments. They used to buy from maybe 1,000 vendors, and in every month they used to have around 1,500 invoices to be booked. So we used to book invoices. The booking process was manual. There was a lot of checks that we had to do before booking the invoice. For example, we had to check whether the goods was received or not. The client had their own ERP for inventory, where they used to book all the goods received, and whatever was being sold was built through that ERP. For accounting, we were using Tally, and we used to book all the invoices in Tally. We used to check a lot of things before booking, like whether the goods were received or not, whether the amount of goods was equivalent to the amount of invoices received, and so on. So the manual booking gave us a lot of headaches. Like sometimes we used to book the invoice twice. Sometimes we used to book two invoices against one GRN, because there was no integrity in booking the accounts via Tally. The payment was done by the client themselves. They had a accountant over there. They used to pay. In most of the invoices, there was discount that was being paid by that was being deducted by the client, and the accountant there used to note that this much discount we have deducted on these many invoices. So we used to then, my office used to enter all the information in Tally, again pass the discount entry. Sometimes we would miss passing the entry. Sometimes the other client person would forget to send us the discount amount. Sometimes they used to pay on in a different bank account than the vendor. So all those kinds of mistakes were happening. So which led us to make this ERP. This ERP as of now has 168 screens, 157 database tables, and so many rules. Presently, I'm using it for one client, and around 30 users are using it. It's still in testing and development, so I'll be using it for further clients. With the vendors, I just told you that we used to have many problems. Again, the discount was being missed, and the same invoice being paid twice. Also, some vendors did not show the invoice in our GSTR 2B, so the accountant there could not check whether it was shown in 2B or not, and they used to pay without checking, and the GST amount would be a loss for us. And again, all the invoices were in the store itself. So if an owner wanted to pay an invoice, they would have carry the entire files with them. So all of this was a problem. Now, if I show you the paying process as per the new ERP, once we book the invoice, it shows all the vendors over here. So once we book the invoice, it goes into the this ERP, and all they have to do is, like, say they see these many vendors are showing as that they are to be paid. Let's say I chose the first vendor. Now it shows all the invoices that are due as of now for this vendor. You can see the amount paid for this vendor. The inventory status also shows whether any of the goods from this invoice have been sold yet or not. How do we get this data? So we get a dump from their own ERP, which shows that how much quantities of which MRN material receipt register has been sold. So all we have to do is, I have built a special inventory import system over here, goods movement. All they do have to do is come here and import it, and it will be auto mapped based on that. So coming to vendor payments, aging report, sorry, just a second. Yeah, vendor payments. So these are the invoices, and ideally, if you see this tick mark over here, this small checkbox, so this will open the invoice also right here. Since this is a testing environment, the demo that I have prepared just for this use here, for showing it here. So the Azure blog is not yet linked, and it will not open. And these all, it shows the MRR as well from the software, that how much amount it was opened and all. So all the key insights are right in front of the owner or the person who is paying, and they cannot change anything. All they can do is add a discount percentage. Let's say they want to give 5% discount in this. So they can go for percentage or a flat discount. So after that, or if all they have to do is select the invoices that they want to pay. Let's say they want to pay these many invoices. Click on pay. Now, again, this also was a problem, that debit note did not get adjusted. I mean, the client used to forget that they have to adjust the debit note. Now, this mandates them to adjust the debit note. They can skip this only if they are an admin or a owner, and they have the permission to skip this. So let's say we choose this. Now it shows from which bank account we want to pay. Let's say this bank account. And after that, which vendor's bank account, vendors, all the bank accounts will be shown here, and all they have to do is click on post. The moment they click on post, the entry will be posted like like we do in Tally, and it will come to the payment register. Today I did one more payment for testing before this, so it's showing two payments. So in this way, they'll add for like say 50, 100 vendors or 10, 20 vendors, whatever they want to pay. And from here itself, they can click and generate the advice, and it would get generated from here itself. They can click and generate the, like say it's a single invoice, but generally 30, 40 parties are being paid. So they have to click and generate the bank file, and the bank file will get generated. This bank file will straight away be uploaded to the bank. All our clients are having this integration with the Axis and HDFC and ICICI Bank, where they provide the facility to upload the CSV or the Excel file. So we have made the template according to the bank's requirement, and you can see the PDF advice has also been generated. And this kind of advice is generated. We can also send an email from here, right straight away from here. We can generate the bank file. All the bank files that are generated are the key feature of this accounting software is that this ERP is that it keeps a lot of audit trail. Everything is being tracked: who logged in when, who changed what, who generated what, who downloaded what, who uploaded what. Like say if you're uploading the bank statement, you're uploading the software reports, anything you are doing over here, everything is being recorded. Who logged in from which device at what time. If you log in from my computer, I'll know. If my ID is being logged in from some other computer, we are having the devices section. So every devices, it is like say you cannot just go home and open this website or anywhere. The devices is being authorized, and then only those devices can open the website, because I cannot use the static IP. So I had to go with a cookie based cache for the devices. So everything is being tracked. So so after they have generated the bank file, they can come here and anyway see everything here, that like who generated. These are all the banks file that were generated on different dates. So they can see that this bank file has been generated on this day and it is having this payment. And they can also download the file right again if they want to. So,
last 2 minutes, Shivam ji.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Last 2 minutes, Shivam ji.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So this was the problem which we tried to solve. And one more thing, like one of the biggest mistake was that at the time of keying in the vendor's bank account, like first time when you create a vendor, you have to key in the bank account. So what the problem they used to do is that they used to like every human, just a single digit of error in the bank account would lead to payment being directed to a different bank account. And I have seen all the three banks let it pass through. They do not block it. So we have solved this by integrating the Sandbox API. So if I go to the vendors section and I go to for my name, Shivam Agarwal, there's a at the time of adding the bank account, there's an option to do a penniless on a penny drop bank account verification. If I just show you. So this is a penniless bank account, and as you can see, this invoice has been verified, and see this is the response that has come from the API provider. So this way we can give a high level of quality to the client that no amount is being directed to some other place. Then again, for bank statements, even if this bank, we have an option to upload the bank statement right here. You can see when we come here and I can upload the bank statement, and it straight away, it does not use AI in this. What it does is that it has built up a complete parsing technology. Since the payment is being made from my own app, so all the bank statements that we receive have the entire account number of the vendor or the employee to whom we have paid. So this we do not use AI in this. We use parsing of the account number, and it gets mapped directly to the account, to the vendor or the employee that we want to. And as you can see, these four statements were uploaded. Even if I want, I can just click on it and I can download it, because everything is being stored in Azure Blob. Everything, be it the KYC data, be it the invoices, be it the advices, or the everything is being stored in Azure Blob. So just to sum it up.
Time is up, Shivam ji.
Yes, sir.
Hi Shivam.
Hello, yes, sir.
It was so great to see all that you have done. I want to ask you one, two quick questions. First one is, you have said that you have integrated so many APIs. One, you told, what are the other things that you have integrated
So I have
in
integrated,
the
sir,
APIs?
I have integrated a sandbox. Sandbox has a list of many APIs. Like for example, they give me a option to verify the GST, and like say when we are creating the vendor, instead of typing in all the key details, just enter the GST number and click on fetch. It will fetch everything from the web GSTN portal, and it will create the vendor with all the addresses and everything. So I have got a bank verification via Penniless and Penny Drop. I've got Aadhaar OTP authentication, which I have not yet started. I've got GSTR 2A inward pulling. I've
Where
got
did
to
you
be
get all the
pulling.
GST APIs from? GST-IN?
So the GST 2A and 2B and EV bill, I have not yet started. The coding has been done, but I need to test it. Yes, obviously it will go via the GST, and like Sandbox has a GSP provider. I don't remember the name. They have a partner GSP provider, so it will go via them, and I have
I
to
think it
create
is
the.
available in the government portal also. All the GST related APIs are available in the GST-IN portal.
Yes, it is. I mean, we'll finally have to go with the e-waybill website and create the API there itself. But you always have to go via GSP. You cannot directly connect to GST never.
Hmm.
So they have made.
Now, my question to you, how much time was taken to build all this?
So approximately 1 month for making this, and then again 1 month for increase for testing. And because this is a confidential thing, so I had to get it tested. A lot of bugs came after being made. A lot of
Okay.
deployment issues,
And
like
what is the total cost of running this ERP?
on a monthly basis, I think maybe 5,000 rupees, sir, for all the three clients together, 5 to 6,000. At max 8 nine
Like
thousand depends.
what exactly are the cost components? And
So
where is the AI being exhausted? Like,
So AI is being used only as of now. This was made by AI on running. It is only being used for invoice passing. Like when the invoice is uploaded, I could not show there's a huge number of screens in there. So when the invoice is uploaded, it gets. We have got Claude integrated with this, and the person can choose which model they want to send to the Opus or whatever, and then it goes to AI. It reads it and replies back. This is all the data. Rest all anywhere AI is not being integrated for live functioning. Everything is API based and everything is logic based because and talking about the payment components, the I have hosted this on DigitalOcean. The backend is just a 2 GB RAM and a 1 V CPU, which costed me $20, $20 or $25. And the database again is on a managed Postgres. I don't want to get into the DevOps and everything, so I didn't want to take a server and put in everything over there. I wanted to secure.
where you are managing the database? You told where you
This
are managing the database?
that's a Postgres DigitalOcean managed database, sir. The client registers. They can opt their own. They can have their own database and just link to our app. I don't want to keep the data with me. So I have got a multi-tenant built in this, and the environment file has the database link for all of the tenants. So the database as of now we have started with one. So
Can you
it's
show
only
the
20.
login procedure for that?
Sorry,
Can you show
so your voice was not audible.
can you show client onboarding for that? Can you show how you onboard a client on your platform?
So this is I do it myself, sir. I can show you that this is the.
Can you show how you onboard a client on
Yes,
this
sir. So
ERP?
this is a DigitalOcean hosting, and this is settings. I go. You can see the database and the this is the backend, and this is the database, and the backend is a environment variable file. In there, I put in the path of the database of the client, and then I run the first seed. Like first, I have created a database. I'll run the first seed. I can run the seed right here from the console. I can go and I can do npm run seed and all, and it will run the seed, and the client will be connected. In the seed file, I have authorized myself as the first user, and I have made the device, the authorized device, my device is the authorized device. Otherwise, that will be a chicken and egg problem. So after that, the blank ERP is started, and then we can import all the data. Actually, sir, a client integration process, onboarding process is very long because we have first have to study the client. We have to make a lot of like as of now we're having three clients, but all of them are more or less in the same category. So
First, you have to create their database. Okay. First, you have to
yes,
create their database.
Yes, first of all, sir, all the employees have to be onboarded. If they are doing it manually, we have to give account number. We have to get the accounts open for many employees. We have to give them account code. We have to integrate we have also integrated the biometric machine directly with this, sir. With ESSL, I have integrated it. Rest all machines, we have not integrated. ESSL, the moment the employee punches it, straight away it will come to the CRP. So I can show you, sir.
Okay. Thank
I
you
can
so
show
much.
you.
Great system built in, but yes, it's how it's difficult to teach to practicing chartered accountants out there. But yes, you have done a great job, and there are so many things to just move ahead with it.
Sir, you
But
see,
that's all
the
from my
role
side.
of the
Thank you.
chartered accountants is changing, sir. We are now dynamic. We can do things which we were never able to do earlier. So earlier
I'm
we
I'm
just
I'm saying that you have done a great job, but it is not everyone's cup of tea. Let me be frank enough. But
so
yes, you have
see.
done a great job.
I have also made so this integration secrets, everything is stored in the database with the encryption key. So everyone have their own Azure blob, everyone have their own email integrated, everyone has their own sandbox API and Anthropic. So they pay for the entire everything. The blob is completely with them, the database is completely with them. So they are confidential, like they can be sure enough that the data is with them.
Good.
Uh,
That's it. I mean that's all we needed from your side. It's totally done. I think Ashish has already covered all the questions. And now we can move ahead with the next participant.
Sure.
CA Vaibhavi
Vaibhavi.
Dhokiya. Vaibhavi. Yeah. Vaibhavi. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can take down the screen, Shivam. That was a good presentation. Yeah.
Hi everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my AI use case. The AI use case which I have developed is the early warning system for the SME. So we as a CA, Chartered Accountant has many MSME clients and they have unorganized, irregular data. So we took 2 to 3 hours approx to organize the data and then we make the financials and make ratios. So FinPulse is a early financial warning system that I have developed. And this will actually give you the answer of the question that where your business is heading 12 months from now. So chartered accountants only open the books at the time of the yearly audits. At that time, we get to know that what is the financial condition of an SME company. And even SME owners are not aware that what is happening in their business. So this system will act as a tool which give them a sense of their business quite early, and it will prevent them from becoming turning into the going concern. It will prevent a going concern risk. So let me show you the use case. So this is a dashboard which I have created. So the very first thing which we have to do here is the upload the files. So I have kept it very simple. So even the SME owners don't know that what needs to be done. The recommendations which has been generated, they can easily read those recommendations and get to know that what is the condition of their business. So here we will upload the financials. I have a sample one. And it will run the financial and it will analyze the financial statements. So till the time this is running, I'll give you a brief what it does. So the system is built on the Python, the free server, which is available on Kaggle. It will give you 30 hours to do analysis, whatever a system you want to build. So the free version I have taken, and there I have used the Qwen server for the extraction and parsing. And the second one is the Mistral 7B, which give you all the computation and all. This analysis will take 2 to 3 minutes. So I have readily kept here. So let's start from data preview. So it will give you the financials which you have uploaded. And it will, based on this, it will compute the ratios. So when SME owners go to banks, what happens is a bank only tell them when that you have become NPA much later. So there are many reasons. When there are many reasons which highlights that why your loan has become an NPA. So there are one reason is that there is financial covenants, which is a primary factor. Even though the SME owner is doing their even though SME owners is doing their EMI payments on time, but there are indications in the financial statement itself which highlights that they can become NPA. So there are 6 key ratios which we have highlighted here. First is DSCR, current ratio, quick ratio, EBITDA margin, total liabilities to total net worth, and debtor dates. These are the most important one. So this system gives you the complete analysis that what are the components which has been considered here, like EBITDA, financial cost, principal from the loan repayment schedule, and the total debt service, and how it has computed this. Similarly, for all those ratios. And you can also cross-verify the computation of all the ratios with the existing financials which you have, so that you can be sure that is the computation done by the AI is correct or not. Once these ratios get computed, it will give you a stress score, that what is the stress of your business. And along with the stress score, it will give you the breakdown of what are the components it has considered and how the subscore has been assigned. So wherever we can see the subscore as 0, these are in the green zone. Green zone means there is no issue with these ratios. And the one which are in a red zone are actually an area of concern. Like here, DSCR is the problem, EBITDA margin is a problem, and apart from current ratio, everything is a problem. And a quick one-liner summary is also given here, which anybody can read and understand that what is happening in a business. And it will finally give you a stress score here and a quick chart representation. So amber means you need to concern about your business. And see, here scoring scale is also given. So if a stress score is ranging between 0 to 35, your business is in a very good position. If it between 36 to 55, you have to be a little more concerned about your business and like more. The next one is the charts. So it will give you a quick pictorial representation of the graphs, that your business is actually, you need to pay more attention to your business. A quick ratio, a summary has also been given. And what are the key extracted figures of your financials? So if a CA wants to know that what is the year-on-year growth of the company, and what are the revenues and what profit has been generated by the business, the same can be understood from here. It will give you a quick snapshot of the each ratios here as well, that these are the risk flagged areas, and it will give you recommendations. And in this summary section, it will give you a credit recommendation, that in this case, the sample which we have taken, the generation, the recommendation is that you have to refer to a committee, and also it will give analyst commentary. The most important part of this dashboard. So here we can compare the financials of previous 3 years. Even SME owners or chartered accountant, if wants to know that what is a Y-on-Y growth of a business, so this can be analyzed from this part. So this is a quick overview of the financial. Now coming to a part initially which I told, that the question to the answer to the question that where is my business is heading 12 to 18 months from now, because when NPA doesn't happen overnight, it will take the period of 12 to 18 months to become an NPA. And SME owners came to know about this when bank called them and tell them that your business is in a risky position and you are tagged as NPA. So here
Vaibhavi, a minute left. Thank you.
A quick summary has been generated here. This is a dummy data. So for financial year Q1 of the FY 26-27, the same analysis have been performed here, which will give you a quick overview that in this financial year, the business is heading towards the liquidation. So before that, so seeing this dashboard, they can take a action that maybe they can restructure the loan, and they can talk to the CA, and even CAs can recommend the SME owners that you need to pay more concern to your organization and give an advice that in this manner you can do the restructuring of your loan, and you can repay your debts, etc.
The time is up, Vaibhavi. Thank you.
Hi, Vaibhavi. Can you
Hi.
please sign out once, and can you show us the login portal once again?
Yeah, thank you.
Wait. Can you show us the browser window?
Browser window means sorry, I didn't understood.
I cannot see the address bar.
Okay. Just a sec. If you're able to see this.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Login.
So can you show the file that you are uploading and you're not able to process it because of paucity of time?
Yes. So this is the same file which I have presented before.
I think, the file is not there. In my screen, I still see the sign in login error.
Just a sec.
Okay.
Are you able to see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So while uploading the file, I have removed
What is the
this.
size of the file?
The size of the file in KBs only, it is easily uploadable.
Then why it was taking so much time to process and
Yeah.
So
Ashish.
it actually extracts the data, the numbers which we want for ratio computation. So revenues and what are the
what
components.
API you are using for AI? Which API you are using?
No, I have not using any API. So as I
So
mentioned,
how is it giving the analysis that this is Amber, this everything is rule based?
yes, sir, we have provided rules in the code. So based on those rules, it runs the
And for
analysis.
forecasting also there are rules.
Yes.
And how do you know
What
that
are
is
the
correct? Is that a convincing AI response that you're getting from Mistral?
Yes, ma'am. It is convincing because I have tested it multiple times. So if you want to see, I can show you the code as well.
And what if I remove Mistral? That means the stress score will not be generated if I remove Mistral?
Stress score would not be generated because the earlier one, data, sorry, Quen
how much
only
time did it
used
take
for
to make all this?
a month, sir.
Okay.
1 month.
Yes.
Did you try it using simpler versions like making a small HTML code, running it using some JSON libraries and do it?
Prior to that, I have tried it, but it is a very simple one.
Even a very lighter version of a Streamlit app would do all this. I believe. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Two.
Because I have
Okay.
seen one project. I was there in some place, and the participants that did it, they learned HTML well, and on day 3 they presented something like this. But this is nice. You have created it. Can you? Okay,
Okay,
fine.
Ashish.
Riddhi, any questions? I'm
Ashish.
done. I think I'm done.
Okay, you are done. And meanwhile, we have Nandaji. But before I give it over to Nandaji, Vaibhavi, I just have one question. Like, what happens is many of the times MSME data are incomplete.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what will happen in that case? Like, is there any functionality that it can figure out that the data is incomplete, it is missing, sometimes it's twicely written, so some detection can be done?
Yes, the detection can be done in this tool. Uh, and you are rightly mentioned this point that some points are missing. Like I have not taken here the loans payment schedule in one of the file where I have shown the data of 3 years. So based on the whatever output is available in the P&L and balance sheet, it took the data from there, like, and it compute the ratio. So even though loan statement is not available, it will generate the output. So that alternate
Okay, but
option I have taken.
got it. That means the results can be wrong given because the data is incomplete, the results can be wrong.
Results can be wrong. That's why I have
Got it.
kept in this that you can also cross verify that how the computation has been done. So it is more accurate. You can cross verify with your own manual computation as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Vaibhavi. And now I welcome Nandaji. Very good afternoon, sir. I hope you are doing good.
Very
Yes,
good
sir.
afternoon, Nidhi. Very fine.
Yes.
Ram sir, good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all. I am so happy to see all the participants of Hackathon Section 5, Episode 8 here. I'm happy to see
Yes.
11 panelists and 2 of the jury. In fact, I was in a meeting. I'm going to Vapi, so I changed my address. I'm in the institute only. I thought I should proceed and speak to you for a minute. I can only
Oh,
tell
good
you that
one.
we are now being introduced to the exciting world of technology. Things are put in such perspective that suits the couplet. अपने हौसलों को खबर करते रहो, अपने हौसलों को खबर करते रहो, जिंदगी मंजिल नहीं सफर है चलते रहो. Keep moving and creating value. I can only tell you that this wave of technology shall be led by chartered accountants. 81% of international technology initiatives emerge from India. We do not know coding, but we know how to drive a totally synchronized technology outfit. So I thought I should speak to you for a moment. Wishing all the best to all the people who have come here, the jury, the participants, and more importantly, office who took it on the largest impress to ensure that all of us work towards making India an economic superpower and making our institute the best resource of the world. Thank you so much. You can go ahead with your initiatives. I just wanted to say a courtesy call to you. Bye bye. Have a nice evening.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
sir.
much,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you. I
Thank
will
you,
take
sir.
your leave. I
Very
have a
encouraging
flight to
you picking
Surat.
up
I
the
have to go
time.
to Vapi. So
Okay.
nice speaking to you all. Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you
bye.
so
Okay,
much.
sir. Happy
Thank you so
journey,
much.
sir. Yeah.
Same to you. So thank you so much. I can't say same to you. Otherwise, life is a journey, and life is a journey, और वो journey खूबसूरत बेनजीर होनी चाहिए. So in that
Yes.
context, it will be fine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Certainly.
Thank you.
So the next I would like to invite is CA Kanj Goel.
Riddhi ji, with
Yes,
your
sir.
permission, CA Kanj Goel ji has some technical issues at his end. So he has requested he will be presenting a little late in the day. So we call upon our next contestant, CA Nikkitha K J. Sorry for the
Okay.
wrong pronunciation. Nikkitha ji, over to you. You may start.
Namaste everyone. Good evening. Let me just share my screen. Give me a second. Yeah. So I'm here today to present my tool on DPDP compliance with respect to the gap assessment, and then preparing the first draft of all the missing documents using AI, like something that would take about 2 to 3 days for a CA or any DISA qualified professional or anybody who's working in the DPDP space to do it, would now be reduced to about 2 to 3 hours, including the review of the first draft portion, right? So the reason I chose this topic was because of the maximum penalty that is going to be levied under DPDP, which is 250 crore, which is a very huge number. So, considering that May 2027 is fast approaching, I thought this is a very good time to actually start practicing and learning more about DPTP. And moving on to what exactly my tool has is, first, it has an ability to assess the current position of the entity. And then based on the inputs that we give, this assessment is based on a 30 questionnaire, right? Based on the inputs given in this questionnaire, we come to a analysis of the current situation, and we generate a gap report using AI, which will be done in 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then post that, the last section of the gap report has a section called drafts or documents to be drafted, which highlights all the missing documents that is currently the missing in the entity, right? So once you have those list of documents ready, you can just click on a button. I'll show you the tool in that it's just a button. You can generate all of those in under 2 to 3 minutes, the first draft of it, of course. And post that, you have the option to sit and go through, review it, make the necessary changes there itself, and then download it or print it. That is up to you, right? And then you also have a tracker as to how many entities have you already assessed, and what are the gap reports that you've given, and what are the documents that you have generated for them. okay, including all the versions of. And it also has a small chat bot where you can ask any questions with respect to DPTP, provisions that you probably haven't understood or anything as such. So how it works exactly is the CA or any person who is undertaking the assignment would fill up 30 questions, fill up the answers to 30 questions, and post that. It gets routed to make.com, which calls the Claude API, and post that the output is delivered on the rendered on the screen, as well as once you make any changes, you can save it and download it as a Word document. Post that, you just have to review it. And yeah, so coming to the live demo now. So this is the tool. Let me just quickly fill in the questionnaire. So it's up to, since it is a IT based company, it usually would have these accesses. If you want to try out with a different industry, that's well and good as well. So the so this whole questionnaire is divided into 5 sections. The first one was very basic with respect to the company's basic details, how many employees are there and do they have a website or not. Second one asks about what are the data that is being collected and how many data principals does the company have. Data principals are basically the people who are giving their data for the company or organization to process, right? And then you have consent notice, or what is the existing practice? Do they have a consent notice before they're collecting the data or not? And is the consent notice, according to DPDP, it's supposed to be in very simple language. It should not be too jargon filled, right? So whether that is there or not, and whether there is a mechanism to withdraw the consent at a later point, and do they have a published privacy policy, right? So these are some of the questions in section 3. And section 4 again is a little more about the existing practices, the process for data principals to request access. Do the data principals have access to their own data that they have submitted to the organization? And is there a process for any correction request, to handle the correction requests or any erasure request from the data principal? And have they appointed a grievance officer? Then how much time does it take for the entity to revert to the grievances that have been raised? And documented security safeguards are there or not, whether the breach process is there or not. This is basically the current existing details. And then you have the data retention. Again, here there are some regulations given in the DPDP Act as to how the data has to be retained, who can retain the data, and for how long. So whether all those things are done or not. I mean, what is the current existing practice? Now, once you fill in the questionnaire, you just have to click on generate the DPDP compliance gap report. This takes approximately 30 to 40 seconds. In the meantime, I'll just show you the chat option. So here, you can ask any question with respect to, so I'll just stick to what is a significant data fiduciary. Right, so this is a very basic question. In case you have, once you go through the report, probably you will come across terminologies you are not aware of. Right, so those things you can just, instead of going back to ChatGPT or Google, you can just do it here. That's just the feature. And this is the gap report that has been generated. Right. Based on this gap report, just 1 second.
Nikkitha ji, last 2 minutes left.
Yes, just give us. In the meantime, I'll just show you the, okay, so the draft report is ready. The draft gap report is ready. You can just go through this. And here you can choose as to, this is the recommended documents to be drafted. If you want to alter this, you are free to do so. Once you alter this, you just have to copy paste this section if you have made any changes. If not, you have the documents to be drafted section auto populated here. Just click on draft documents. The first draft of all these missing documents of the entity will be drafted. And you have the, I'll just show it to you here as to, you make an edit here, save the changes and download the Word document for you to just again review briefly. And from here you can, take a printout or send it to your client. Yeah, so this is how it shows up. The same way, even all the missing drafts will be generated. I'll just show you the client tracker feature here once. Yeah, so this client tracker feature has a history of all the clients that you've already reviewed and prepared the gap reports for. If you have to make any changes, let's say the client comes up to you and says that they need some things to be changed in the drafts that you've prepared for them, the missing document drafts that you've prepared for them, you can make the changes here, again, save it and just go print it or download and send it across to them. So this was my tool.
Nikkitha, hello, hi,
Hi.
good evening.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. I want to see the make.com thing that you have integrated.
Yeah, 1 second. This is the integration.
Okay.
This is basically the workflow of how each of the tasks
This is running on your desktop. This is running on the web, right?
Yeah, the make.com is an automation tool. So,
I
it
know
calls
it is like n
yeah, correct.
I know that.
The
I just
HTML
want to
file is
see
on my desktop. Yes.
then how it is calling it, how it is taking that.
So I had given the URL of this make.com and I have integrated this into the HTML file. So it
Okay.
calls the make.com and from make.com
So
it
it
goes
is
to
like you have
yeah,
created some app and then you have integrated both the request, right?
correct.
Now my question is, where is the database? If
The
you
database is local storage. It's not going anywhere. As in
okay.
the questionnaire that you have filled goes to Cloud API and it generates the reports on the system itself. The reports are saved on the system, local history.
Okay, there is no database. If I clear the cache of the browser,
Yeah, it's
everything
gone.
will be lost.
Yes. So the next step would be to have a database integrate.
And how you see that how many tokens are being used if somebody uses that chat, for making a trip planner, then what?
Right. So for the make .com credits, I have the access here. And for Claude API, I can just go to the console.
No, have you set up any guardrails in the chat that you have built in?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I can go there and ask what is Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean,
Thank you
that's
so
something
much.
that I have to
Thank
do.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. I have one question. What if I deliberately say, like, in spite, you have the questions checklist. If I deliberately give wrong answers,
But you are a CA, right? You're doing it for your client. So if you give wrong
so
answers, you are
my
not
client
serving
gives me my client gives me a wrong information. I place a tick, tick, tick.
But again, it's yours. Your service will not be affected. You have collected the input from the client, and based on the input, so that guardrail was already put in place that you have the data from the client itself. So if
that
they
means
lie, they are the ones who would not receive the proper services.
So that means my professional judgment is needed more than the AI's recommendation.
Correct. That's what the whole point was. It just gives the first draft. Right? Based on the first draft, whatever changes that you want to make, you make it. When AI is not there to replace us. It's just a tool for us to
Okay,
use.
just assisting you with the tick marks and no tick marks. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, very nicely made. Thank you, Nikkitha. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so who is next? So the next presenting is
please.
CA Manu Pandit. Is he there? Yeah. You're on mute, Manu.
Hi,
Okay.
good
Yeah.
afternoon. I'm Manu.
Your volume, the volume is pretty low. Like I cannot, you are not that audible.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Manu, and I hope my voice is pretty clear now. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I will just start sharing my screen. And yeah, okay. So basically, I built an audit IQ software, which is basically intelligent audit software, which gives you a first-hand view to a chartered accountant what he's going to face. We just upload the books, we upload the GST returns, we basically upload the bank reco, and it will be able to give a first-hand analysis of what he's going to face. Because the idea is not to really replace a CA, but to give him a tool, so which gives him the confidence in the assignment. So this is the basically the front end of the system. Right. I've already signed in, and I have one of some dummy clients already loaded. I'll just delete this. Okay, I'll just upload my first data. Okay, this has given a basically the first hand view of this company, that what all the problems are there. Like there's a reverse charge not applied in some transaction, there's a duplicated payment. Here we can have a review system. One second, refresh it. Okay, these are the findings. I'll just get back to that. Here we upload the GST returns. I'll just upload 2 of the GST returns. Okay, here is the GST return. We've done the first 2 mismatches, if there were any. It gave the difference between the GST1, GST3B, where it uploaded the GST1 with the books, and then findings are here now. This is just giving an issue, right? It gives a GST9 also, and we can get a PDF also generated from it. Right, that way I can also upload the GST 2A, 3B, or even all of them together, and even the bank statement. It will give a bank reco also, and I'll just show you how to do that. Just log in. This is the internal front end of it. We have the client here. The tally XML uploaded. I'll uploaded the bank reco, one GST. Now I'll upload the GST 3B. And the GST 2A also. This is given again the same. There are more issues because now I've uploaded more data. It has given the bank reco with the books. Uh,
I think he has left the chat, maybe.
Looks like.
Hello.
I guess
I think he is.
he's dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 2 minutes, I'll have a call.
Okay. Meanwhile, Nilay, get ready. Like, if he comes, great enough. Otherwise, CA Nilay Shaileshbhai Shah.
Yes, yes, Rithi.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, let's see if he comes back, but otherwise, you're going to present next.
No problem.
Yeah, Manu ji has joined back. Riddhi ji and Ashish ji.
Manuji, I cannot see Manu.
Yes, yes.
His device got heated up and it got switched. So he has restarted it. Manu ji, are you there?
yes, sir, apologies for that, sir.
So we had paused your time. You can restart. We have 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so this has prepared the GST reco, the working papers, and I'll just give the PDF report also.
You may share your screen.
Okay. Okay, this has generated the PDF report also, and these are the audit observations which have come just on basis of uploading the data. I have not added any LLM for this. It's all Python based. The backend is deployed on railway.com and the front end is deployed on Watson and the code is saved on github.com. And this was built by Claude. Sorry, the code was generated by Claude and Cursor built it. That's all.
You are using what for authentication, sir?
Come again?
Authentication. What you are using for that?
No, I built this on through Python. Everything, the rules based, everything is done on Python. Everything is done through Python, and that code is loaded onto railway.com.
That
Okay.
is fine. But how you create a login for a user?
Acha.
This, what you are using for this?
I mean, they will just add a firm name and then the database is on Superbase and where you get this thing confirmation that I mean the email ID will be stored in Superbase and they will upload all their data on this like the firm name, the name, email, and they'll get a confirmation on the email and then they're good to go.
Acha, can you
Sir,
tell
how
me
much time did it take to build all this?
It took some time because each feature I was getting added probably more than a month. And then many people are coming. You also add Excel upload because most of the SAP data comes in Excel, not Tally. So that is a going forward
And
thing.
how does this tool, because if I will use, I will have different type of data. My formatting will be different. Then what libraries you are using to manage all that? That
See,
it
actually,
parses it in the same manner and the reports generated are, processed in the same manner.
see, Tally will be XML. The GST is JSON. Bank Rico, going forward, I going to add an LLM to it, which will ask questions if it doesn't understand. So the later on, when I add an LLM like OpenAI or Claude API, that will read those stuff. But it has to be trained on different formats. Right now, it understands only XML data, JSON data, and PDF for Bank Rico. Excel I want to add for SAP data also in the future.
Now my problem is that, if I get your product, let's suppose as a user, my data will add up to your superbase. Then what?
Yeah, this is an MVP right now. So going on the enterprise level, probably I may use Amazon AWS or any other OpenAI.
Then again, it is your cloud, my data on your cloud.
No, you will have your own ID, right? Basically it will become an enterprise level solution because I cannot save the client data and maybe the client will not be interested in keeping the data with me. So I've just built an MVP right now, demonstration software, but for that purpose, we'll have to have a client specific database where you'll upload the data there and the code will be used by my software. That's the thing. Just like Tally and other purpose, but currently it's an MVP, the minimum viable product. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, now see, since you're using Python, where is
Yeah.
your client data actually stored? Is it stored locally?
The
AWS?
data of the code. Hello, the data of the code.
The data.
The data is
That's a
stored
confidential data.
yeah, it's stored on Superbase. The Python code is stored on railway.com.
Okay. It's stored in Superbase.
Yes.
Okay, so do you ensure confidentiality that way?
Now, this is just an MVP. So right now, I'll be demonstrating this product to some clients and then we go on an enterprise level. I'm looking for some collaborators for that because the client, I mean, either sign a no confidentiality clause, but there are some DPB guidelines for that. So currently to commercialize it, there are certain steps to move on. That's why I'm just calling it an MVP right now. Yeah.
So, do you think this is a reliable way of dealing with clients' data?
No, why not? Because if the client is ready, I've got a lot of people who want to use this, but I have not moved forward just because of this same purpose of the database. And I in the CA community also, people want to install it, but I'm saying just give me some time, because everyone is giving their own functionality like add Excel, and so just have to really make it. Then tedious function also can be added later on. So it is just initial step for, because audit is a very vast function. You keep talking to people, you keep getting new things to add on to it. So, but right now it's working perfectly. What I've done it, and like GST reconciliation, just on uploading data, tagging the issues in XML data. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Manu.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Now we'll have CA Nilay. Yeah, Nilay.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I hope my screen is visible and I'm audible clearly. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So, hi everyone. Thank you for giving an opportunity to present myself in Hackathon. Uh, CA Riddhi and Ashish ji, just a quick question, right? When you are in practice, right? How many of your customers are coming to you asking that मुझे कौन सा ERP लेना चाहिए, मुझे क्या use करना चाहिए as an accounting tool when they are already using Tally? So even मैं, because I am an ERP guy, right? I have come across so many questions that which ERP we should use. My business is growing, right? So what we should use. So that is something, a use case that I prepared, and that's where I prepared a use case which is called as ERP Advisor, right? So it's a AI powered ERP selection platform. It has certain questionnaires which I have redefined with certain rules that I have made, and based on that rule, it will give you a suggestion that which ERP you should use, right? So people are mostly using Tally, right? But it also suggests some more like Zoho, and also if your business is more growing, Odoo also can use, or SAP, Oracle as well, right? So I just have predefined rules, and based on that rules, it is also giving us the answers for that. So this is my use case. Yeah. Again, since CAs are not technical, so I kept it very user friendly, very normal questions which anyone can answer, and it will give the answers based on that particular question. So I'll just move my cursor to this screen. I hope my tool is visible on the Chrome, right? Yeah. All right. Thanks. So this is particular 5-layer decision architecture, right? First is input layer, where we give the inputs on like the different questions are there. So we'll give the inputs. It will in backend run the rule engine and the scoring engine to give the scoring, so that it can give top 3 recommendation. And it will also identify the risk involved within other ERPs, or some ERP which was still eligible, but there are certain risk involved. And lastly, it will give us a recommendation in the screen as well as in the PDF format. So my just first thing which I need to do is to just enter the name of the customer, or sorry, the CA form that I need to enter, right? So I'll just enter the CA form name, and then the customer name I'm entering just as in, right? And then the number, right? So something number I can enter. So now I'll just begin the ERP assessment. Again, this is offline tool. It does not carry any data. Once you close this, the data got vanished. So I tried to manage the DPDP Act, which is very ongoing buzz right now, right? So the first question is the basic one, like what kind of industry that your customer is into, right? Or it is, if you as a customer, if you are trying to use, right? So you can just go like, I'm into trading distribution, or I am saying I'm into manufacturing, right? So I get just selecting trading and distribution. There are other questions like accounting, whether you want accounting, whether you want inventory, sales, other modules I try to capture. You can also go with, let's suppose, these 2 modules. I'm just going next. what is the approximate turnover, right? So I'll just say it's a small business, not big. So I'll just select that. How many employees or users will be selecting or will be using this, right? So I'll just select that. What is the budget? Because budget is the major concern for all the clients, right? So that's where the budget which we need to have. And then what is your next growth, or like what is your plan, right, for next 3 to 5 years? So I'll say I am aggressive expanding. And then the next is like, this is very important question because it's more about compliance, and that's where CS can pitch in, right? So CS can suggest like he is enabled for GST, TDS, or he is also enabled for payroll, audit trail. So we can select the multi options, and accordingly it will pick that. And last, then the very important question will be like, this is again one of the important question, whether you want on premise or cloud. So nowadays we go for cloud, right, most of the theme. So I'll select that. Any integrations, like I have bank integrations or I have WhatsApp integration, I can select that as well. Or if no integrations, I can select that as well because my business is not that big. Then if you have any IT team, because when you have an ERP, right, you need to have a dedicated team or basic IT team. So you can just select accordingly and it will suggest as well. Now, what is your priority, right? Whether you want to go for a low cost, ease of use, compliance ready business intelligence tool, or all in one suite, some kind of scenarios or like the criteria that end user or CA has to take, and then it will run the engine. Now, if you see, it has given 89 match score, right? It's a score which is given to Tally Prime because I selected the scores and which is meeting that particular software. So that is the topmost suggested one. Now it has evaluated 2 ERPs, one rules applied. So it is running in backend, all the rules and all this setup. Now the thing is, if I using, right, I have used it, but if I want to change my sum of answer, I can go back to change last answer and I can modify that answer as well. So that it's not like one time I just selected and it vanished, right? So I just came back to this screen. Now it is suggesting me two options right now. One is top recommended is Tele Prime. Why? Because it's giving you a reason. And the other one is budget friendly, which is busy accounting. So this is again, you can see the cost as well. Now, these are the prima facie criteria. Now, this is very important. See, whenever we send something to the customer, right, they are expecting that we give some writing or some write-ups there, right? So I tried to give kind of a ERP consultant kind of a language which customer will see and he can understand like why we suggested Teleprime. So let's suppose I suggested Teleprime as because it's 89 positioning at the right business for a small business operations current stage, and then particularly because of ERP, GST, e-invoicing and TDS, right? Now, I can also suggest, or I suggested another one, busy accounting. Why? Because it's a budget friendly option with the short list of this, and then the budget is very low for this. So this is how a commentary which is developed by AI only. Again, it's created by AI. And then why Teleprime, which I get, and what are the major issues or risk which is there. Like if you see, there are no major risk because the criteria that I selected was very minimal. But if you select some more hard criteria, it will also give you the risk involved into that, right? And now all the software that I have noted down, including the SAP, S4HANA, Oracle, NetSuite, Oracle, Fusion, all this big software, like large enterprise software, mid-size and small as well. So you can check for any of your customer and accordingly you will get the score. These two are eligible. Why? Because there are some red flags, or you can say the hard rules I have set up. Say your budget is not more than 50,000, but you are looking at S4 HANA, that will not work because its budget is 2 crores. So it's by default, its score becomes 0 because it's not worth for them. So similarly, I just created this ERP comparison matrix. And if you are growing in a future term, right? Like if you are currently using Tally Prime, if your business growing and creating a 5 to 10 crore turnover, you will shift to Zoho. If your business growing and going to 50 crore plus, then you can use SAP B1 or D65 Business Central. And if your business grows up to 500 crore, then you can switch to SAP S4HANA. So this kind of roadmap which I have given, and then this is kind of a short selection which I have done, and based on that, this whole above result has come up. So this is the major page, that is a result page. And now if I want to download this, I can click on this download and it will download a PDF, if you can see on the right side. I'll open that. So this is how it generates, like prepared for this particular client, prepared by myself. And then it is giving the details, whichever is available on the screen here. So you can see this all appeared. Right now you can see the risk flag, nothing is there. So similarly, all this detail is captured. Right now, the important part, and like this is again a crucial, somehow somebody has a more questions, right? Let's suppose I say, why not Tally, or how much does implementation cost? So I'll select question and it will give me an answer for Tally at your profile 1 to 5 kind of turnover. Your cost will come near to this, under this budget, right? So this is how it gives you an idea. Always build in this contingency and all those stuff. But if I want to see this other questions, which one is best, I say the answer
A
will
minute
be,
is
because
a minute is left, Nileji.
sure. Thank you. Yeah. So I indicated cloud. So cloud is the right call for catalyst, right? Technologies. And this turnover with basic infrastructure, the capital will be saved on server, IT maintenance and upgrade. So that's where it gives us the kind of clarity. Now, if we want to reassess, we can go back and it just vanished the data and everything. So yeah, I think that's all from my side.
Okay. So yes, Nileji, I want to ask this thing that can you help me to understand where does AI comes into play? Like from the demo, it appears like I've given some questionnaire, some scoring logic, and there is a
Sure.
recommendation engine. So
Sure.
which part is AI driven versus which part is rule driven?
Yeah. So if you see basic fundamentals of this HTML, right, is created by AI. These rules are given by AI. Everything is settled by AI. First thing. Second thing, whatever suggestions it is giving, right, it's as of now it's hard coded or hard rules set up, right? But in future it will be more of an LLM based. It will give you more clarity on the answers and more in terms of we can say the responses, it will give more accurate. Currently if you see, what I am doing is selection, because this is where we have to give some inputs to the system, then only it will give us output. And AI, as I mentioned, is used in the commentary and then calculating the scoring part and all those stuff. Yeah.
Okay, suppose for instance Zoho Books changes its pricing feature, compliance capabilities tomorrow, or something changes in any of the ERP. So somebody has to manually update it, right?
Okay, so this is just again a artifact, right, or like a concept which I have shown here. There is another thing which I am still working on, which is very early stage, but it will be on web server, right? It's kind of a SaaS which will have, right? So we'll give an online access to the CA form, right? So CA form will get a login for that. They will log in there. They will have their own database later on, and then there we will keep on updating the logics in the behind. We will keep on adding the new vendors. If we find the top 50, top 100, we'll add that. But this is high level kind of an offline tool which is created just for the reference of CA, because CS doesn't have that ERP, like finding ERP kind of stuff.
Got it. Got it. Now, if there are two consultants and they configure different weights for the same question,
So what happens when
so recommendation will change.
no, ma'am. See, this is, I'm suggesting the software, right? Implementation will be a different, like who will do, like it will be TCS who will be doing, or Infosys who will be doing. That's a different story altogether. I'm just giving a recommendation on the side of software that which you should buy, right? That's it. Because that will be a biasness or monetary will come into the picture when I say somebody as an implementation partner.
Okay, okay. Over to Ashish.
Nilesh bhai, nice,
Yes.
simple, easy tool. No questions to ask. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So after Nilay Shah, can we have Amit Kumar Sinha? Is he there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. I have prepared a small tool, but it is still in a growing stage. But just want to share my concept, what I have developed. If you allow me, can I share my screen? Thank you. Okay, hope you can see my deck.
Yes, yes, we can see.
Right, sir. Thank you. So this is a kind of an automation tool I have developed for chartered accountants who are in practice, and they need to get as per auditing standards guidelines, they need to collect the balance confirmation from the debtors and customers, debtors and creditors for the negative or positive balances, whatever their case may be. So as for the summary level, at a high level, we can see that approximately out of 4.5 lakhs of charter contents in India, 2.5 lakhs of approximately in practice. And if you say that if each CAs are having 10 plus customer clients, and they have each client is having around 50 plus customers or vendors from where they need a confirmation. So in a nutshell, I want to say that in India, every year approximately 40 crores of confirmations are being exchanged between the chartered accountants and the clients, which takes lots of valuable times of the professionals because it's a repetitive job and they need to do these things manually, sending the letters. So give a thought to just utilize this as a utilize technology in this process and make this thing automated. So this tool helps us to, just, and this is a very compatible tool which can be linked to any of the ERP, Tally, SAP, Oracle, any of the platform. And you can link this app with your tool, or you can just simply copy and paste the data on the given template, and it will automatically send the balance confirmation request. It will send an email as well as a PDF attachment, and it will also acknowledge the response received from the senders, and it will update your tool. So that way it is a fully automated. It will also do a follow-up emails of couple of, as per your schedule. You want to send a follow-up email after a couple of days or weeks, or even for an hourly, whatever schedule you want, you can get it configured accordingly. And it can maintain all sort of logs, and which will give you updates at whom that responses has been sent and whether the response has been received back or not. If moving back, that this is 100% automated process, and it takes care of all the follow-ups automatically. And I saying that approximately, as for the on a very conservative side, Google says that approximately 37 crore hours man hours can be saved if professionals use this kind of a tool in their profession. And this is also compliant with the auditing standard guidelines. And let me go back and share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Can you please confirm that if you can see my audit confirmation dashboard? Okay, thank you. So this is a dashboard where you can see that what is the how many parties we have sent, where we have received any kind of an update, and you can also track these details here. And as for the needed, you can take the proper required action. I'll just show you one of the steps how we can do that. So I have right now prepared 4 templates for the debtors and creditors with a negative and positive confirmation. You need to maintain all the details, and that's you have to just follow these updates, make the status as ready. It will be done automatically, but for the sake of the time, I'm just doing it manually. And if you send all this, run the scripts, as soon as it will send the communication, you can see the status has been updated to send. All of the communications will be shared, will be updated as sent. If I come back to my communication here, if you can see my Gmail screen. So you can see all of the communications are being received by the customers or vendors. It will come back. It will have this kind of details. This can be again changed as per your need, and it will also have an PDF attachment where the balance confirmation details are being maintained, and it can be manually entered and it can be taken print out and confirmed. And this kind of a template is being maintained where you can have the party's name and your firm's name, your signature, everything can be there, which the parties can confirm and can reply you back. Once you have this, all these details are confirmed, then you can reply the confirmation, and this will be sent back to the sender. Once we have this information received from the parties, the details can be updated in the tracker, and it will say that if any responses have been received, then it will update in the tool. And this timings can also be updated as per the need. When you want to stop the single follow-up, it can automate it. It can be managed manually. An email tracker is also being maintained, where it says that whom it has been sent and what is the kind of a reply received. And all the details can be acknowledged here. And if I come to the audit confirmations here, we can do a refresh. Then you can see the responses received from the parties will also be updated. You see here the reply received from one of the parties. It updates in this case. Yep, that is my small, automation tool that is based on the cloud AI and Google Script. Any kind of questions for me?
Okay, Amit, tell me one thing. You have an email ID master, right?
Yes.
So what if it is wrongly fed? So can that be detected?
Yes, that can be detected. As of now, I mean, all those kind of things can be added. As of now, I have not added any validation on the email IDs, but that can be enhanced. It's not as anything complex.
And if there is a mismatch, there is a
Mismatch
mismatch
in
in
the
balance confirmation. So what alert do we get?
Yes. So it will also highlight you that if there's any kind of mismatch, then it will update you here in the responses that I do have a tracker here that if I kind of a confirmed amount is there, it will become the difference will become 0. Or if there is a mismatch, then it will highlight what is the difference in the confirmation
And
received from the party.
this highlighting is done by app scripts?
Yes. You can see here before sending it had a balance. Now the difference has become 0, and the confirmed amount has become 875, which you can see the same amount which was sent here in the later balance.
Okay. So where is auditor's auditor's judgment is not there in the entire tool, right?
No, it's not a judgment. It's just a kind of a communication, sending, receiving. So this is a repetitive job. So we want to utilize this repetitive job to manage by a tool, and so that we don't need to employ any of the manual or any of the system to take care of this manually. This can be managed. Just imagine that you have a customers of like 1,000 customers. You don't need to say 1,000 customers. You can this can be integrated with your ERP also, so it will automatically read the data from your data secretaries from your trial balance, and then it can pull all these details like email ID, everything is maintained in the ERP system. So that can be auto-populated, and this whole process can be automated.
Okay, and if there is a huge amount of difference, like 10 lakh difference, the amount is like the balance differs by 10 lakhs. So it just merely records the response, or it does any kind of assisting in investigation that there is some kind of difference?
At this point in time, this is a kind of a tracking tool. It is not doing any kind of investigation. But that is up to the auditors, because the parties can say that, hey, no, it's not $100,000, it's just $80,000. Like that kind of discrepancy quite possible. There could be a gap of reconciliation between the parties and the client and the customers or vendors. So those things can need to be investigated by the CAs further. But this is just a tracking tool for the audit confirmations.
Okay, over to Ashish.
I have seen that you have added a separate column for checking on whether new emails have come up, and then it refreshes in the dashboard. That works
Yes.
fine, but I wanted to know why you have not added a automatic trigger for the same, that whenever a new email pops up for the same reason, and it automatically fetches that and does that. Is there
Okay.
any
Yeah,
specific
you're
reason
talking about.
for it? I just wanted to know that.
Yeah, so I have just I know I understand that what you are saying, that these things can be taken as a for the improvement process for this. But this all these things can be done. This is still in a growing stage.
Because I do not find any, like, there can be a trigger that whenever a new mail comes up with a specific, against a mail that you have already sent, then it
Okay,
can pop
so
up
I
automatically.
what you are
Trigger.
saying, sir, that is correct. So I do have a response here that automatically it will get update. It will update, receive the response, and it will update. For the just for the sake of demo purpose, I did it manually. So all these
Okay,
things will
okay,
be
okay.
managed by the system itself. As soon as it will receive the response, you see the response will receive, and it will stop doing any further follow-up emails. So these things will get auto populated by the system itself.
Fine. Great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Okay, next I would call CA Poonam Tawri for a presentation. Okay.
Poonam ji, you're on mute.
Hello, am I audible? Good evening, everyone. A zero-cost serverless practice management tool for a small mid-sized Indian CA firm with ITR computation, tax regime comparison, 26 AS, AIS reconciliation, automated compliance calendar, notice generator, appointment with the client, entirely on a Google free infrastructure. All this made with the help of Claude. The front end is HTML and back end is Google Apps Script, and database is Google Sheet. In Indian CA firm, sorry, this Indian CA firm lose money not because they don't know the taxation, but because their work is scattered in Excel sheets, in WhatsApp groups, in memory, or in random folders. So a notice gets missed, an invoice goes unpaid, a DSC expires mid-filing. What if all this happens in one intelligent tool? So here is my tool. You can see if a partner in every morning, a partner sees this beautiful dashboard in his mobile, laptop or a desktop with the compliance score that is of 92%, priority alerts that is penalty risk, notice due 3 notice within 15 days, DSC expiring within 30 days, receivables, how much amount is pending from the client to receive, and the ITR. Again, due this week, which task we have to do, appointment with which client, and the staff workload. You can see here, the Kavya Sharma is having 4 tasks. So we can manage the task that as she is overloaded, so we can assign to some another person. And here you can see the invoice aging, whether it is, hello, is my screen visible?
Yes, screen is visible, but
Just
You
wait.
have closed the browser, I think. Yes,
Okay,
now.
okay. Yeah, okay. Yes. So overdue or unpaid. So here we are going for income tax computation. You can just select a client. I have already selected Sharma Traders. The director's salary is 24 lakhs. Standard deduction is already taken. And there is a capital gain of 2,80,000, and there is a in 26 AS it is showing 23,50,000, and in as per AIS it is 22,70,000, and TDS already deducted is 2,75,000. So by just clicking compute and compare, you can see this report which is generated, which will show the old regime tax will be calculated as 5,50,550, and new regime it is 4,23,150. So you can see, make a decision like new regime saves 1,27,400. It also shows a significant 26 AIS mismatch detected. Verify employer form 16, bank FD interest, dividend warrant, and a broker statement before filing the ITR. And if any ITR is we have already done, so that will go to all computations. Here we can directly upload the JSON file of 26 AS and AIS and upload and then save. If it is in PDF, then we can enter it manually. All the documents will get saved here. I have already saved. When we click a reconcile, just by clicking, as I already saved the client Anand Kulkarni, and if I press the button run, you can see it's showing income mismatch of 15,000 and TDS mismatch of 2,000. So significant income mismatch is 50,000. Check the employer certificate, bank interest, and everything. Now we will move forward towards the workboard. In workboard, entire firm work in one view, 5 stages, 12 active across clients. Click review button. Just by clicking review, it will move to the client approval. Instead of asking what happens with the GSTR 3B of particular client, suppose I move here, so it will say the answer is right here. With one click, partner sees the work picture in single click. It will take just few seconds and it transferred to the next view. Yeah, you can see all is taken in client approval. So next we will move forward towards the notice. Notice are the highest risk item in the CA firm. Missing notice can lead to penalty, demand, and even a prosecution. So by this tab, you can see of which client there is notice from which department with reference number, what is the issue, and the due date. With also the risk, means how much, within how much time you have to fix that risk. Suppose here you can also watch Kavya Sharma Kavya Sharma notice is already closed and remaining are pending, so you can complete it within task. And also you can see the owner who is taking care of that particular notice. It will help to the help to the partners. Now we will move towards client drive. You can see here all the data of the client is saved here. If I suppose click of Lakshmi, you can in drive folder you can save the data of all the client. I have just quoted one, that is Lakshmi Trader audit document checklist. Likewise, all the document of particular client you can put in particular folder. Next we will move towards the billing. Here you can see all the invoices overdue, unpaid. If suppose here Mahesh Autopart LLP is overdue, so I just click on remind. By clicking the remind, you can watch reminder sent via email. So if I open the email, you can see the invoice is already sent to at 5:52. Next, we will move forward towards the admin. Here there is a firm details and a system automation. You can do a trigger at 9 AM, which I already installed here, which I have already made. So here you can see at 9:13 AM, all these mails are auto triggered. moving forward towards all this data, you can see one more thing that I missed, that is DSC vault. In DSC vault, you can see which client DSC is expiring. Most of the time it happens like when we are going for filing and the client DSC is expired. So here you can call Vikram Agro Industries as it is expired, and expiring soon client, you can just remind them, please renew your DSC. And one more is letter generator. For letter generators, I am clicking here Sharma Traders. You can select which option you want. You can also custom the letter. I am going for engagement letter and add send it to the client's email. By clicking this, it will go to generate email, and email will be generated within few seconds. You can also customize that email with the terms which you want to add it. You can see this mail is generated, and the same mail is also sent to that particular client, that is Sharma Traders.
Poonam ji,
Yes.
last a minute left.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you. And all this data which we have seen is saved in this open sheet, Google Sheet. So here, from here, and that too with colorful, attractive. So we can also make the changes from Google Sheet, and that change will make in the dashboard. So in the client compliance task, all the 14 invoices which are overdue, notices, then DSC, the staff, timesheet, and the computation which we have did just before, the documentation, appointments with which client it is fixed, messages which is sent, you can also watch from here, letters which are generated and sent, and the setting. This is all from my side, and now I'm open for the questions. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, Poonam ji.
Yes.
I think this was one of the wholesome case of the use of app script that we have seen. Good efforts. How much time did it take to make?
You can say around 20 to 25 days, sir. I made little change daily, and Claude is giving me some error, and again I'm putting that same thing happens, and finally I get after 17, but this is the 17th version which I am showing you.
Now, this is what exactly, we wanted that, AI training should come up with, that even a small practitioner is able to build his own practicing software and he manages everything. I think phenomenal job done. Thank you.
Thank you
What
so
all
much,
AI
sir.
tools have you used, Poonam?
Sorry, only Claude. Only Claude for generation and apps, Google App Script, Google Sheet, and Google Drive. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Yeah. Next, I will call CA Husain Ujjainwala.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Thank you for the confirmation. First of all, I would like to thank AI committee of ICAI and respected jury members and dearest learner. So before starting, I just would like to know that which is the most important letter for us apart from C and A. It's D, right? D stands for documentation, right? So we spend most of our time in collecting the documents, in reviewing the documents, in storing the documents in proper location, and then chasing the clients for the additional document, and at the end sending the documents to the respective stakeholders. So similar to that, our information system auditing standard, which is released in February, that also states that information system means a set of interrelated component which collect the data, process the data, store the data, and distributed the data. So with this in line, I am coming up with my use case. So my use case is very relevant to our current scenario. So we are in the month of June. So now next 2-3 months, every one of chartered accountant will be involved in the ITR filing, right? So my use case is also in line with this problem. So in ITR, we face the problem to gather the data from the client and then to store the data in the proper standardized location. And then we need to analyze the data, whether all the documents has been shared by the client or not. And then once the ITR has been filed, then we need to share the ITR also to the client to inform that your ITR fillings and everything is done, right? So to cater this problem, I came with this solution. Let me just share my screen. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a Google Sheet I have prepared, and based on this Google Sheet, there is a Google Drive which is linked to it, where the documents and everything will be linked, and there is a Google form which is also created. So using that Google form, the client will submit the documents. Okay. So we just need to know, for any client, we just need to know two details. First is the client name or the mail ID. Or mail ID is also enough in some cases, right? So let's say I know the client name. So I'm just writing the client name here, Safi, and I'm writing the mail ID, right? So this is the mail ID I'm writing. And here I've created the app script, and using the app script, I can directly send the mail to client that we have started the ITR filing, and you can submit your documents using the Google form. Okay. So I'm just sending this one. Okay, so it will send for all the pending clients where it is not sent. So it will send to the second client, and automatically it will update this sheet. Okay, and at the same time, it will also create the log, because log is very much important in every system. So it will also give us the log that when we have chased the client, when the client has shared the document, and when we have analyzed it. Okay, so this is the first step where the document has been shared. Okay, let's see in the mail. So this is the mail which client will receive, that your ITR filing started. Please submit the document here. Client will go here. Client will give the basic details. So let me just change this one. Sorry. So let's say the client actual name is something different, right? And client will give the PAN number. Mail ID. Okay. Now let's say this, while submitting the document, the client has wrongly submitted document. We have requested for the bank statement and any other thing. Okay. So let's say the client has submitted, instead of bank statement, it submitted some employer form, which is a form 16. Now in the second part, for the other documents, we can give multiple options here. So let's say in the other document, the client has submitted some other documents, mutual fund and some sample B. We'll come to know that what it is. Okay, let's say the client has submitted this document. Once the client submit this, automatically our trackers will get updated. The drive folder will be created for the client, and the drive location will come here. You can see the folder is created here. Okay, the document collected checkbox is yes here. Okay, and the details of the PAN number and the client name all is updated, and at the same time the log is updated. Also in the header we have the summary, which shows that what all clients are there and how many clients we have sent the mail, how many documents we have, from which clients we have collected the documents, for which clients the documents are pending, which clients the documents have been analyzed. Okay, and for additional document. So this is the first part where we have done the document collection. Now coming to the second part, I have created 3 agents here. So first agent, what it will do, it will first analyze that what all documents are available in the folder. Okay, and it will rename based on the content of the files. So let me run this one. So here I need to select the client that for which it has to check the files. Okay, so before that I will just show in the folder. So this is the folder, right? So this is the file which client has shared, right? So once what I will do, I will just select that client. Okay, and I will run this one. So what it will do, based on the content of the files, it will automatically rename the file. So it is doing now. So you can see that it has renamed the file bank statement, capital gain statement, and form 16. Let's go in the folder. You can see the file has been renamed, right, based on the contents. Now the second thing, we need to analyze whether all the documents which is required for the ITR filing, those has been sent by the client or not, right? So what we will do, so here we'll go to another agent. So you can see this many Python scripts has been created, and after that we got this output. So let me run the second agent, and it will do the analyzing from the first. It will go to the ITR website, it will download 26 AS and AIS, and then it will analyze based on the AIS that whether all the documents which is required for ITR filing, it has been submitted by the client or not. Okay, so it is just running it. You can see here it will automatically run and it will download. So by that time I will jump to next part. Let it run the report, and what report it will show I will come back to later. And now the next part, for example, document analysis is done. After that we need to chase the client to submit additional document, right? So there we go to the third agent. So here we can do the two things. We can send the reminder mail to client that you have submitted this document and these or additional documents are required based on our analysis. Or we can schedule the meeting also with the client that because sometime during the ITR finalization, we need to have the meetup with the client that this is a tax payable and this much tax you need to pay. Okay. So, or we can do the both also, right? So I'm just going and doing the both here. So what it will do, I will just request for, let's say I'm just requesting a VDA document, virtual digital asset statement, right? And I'm just requesting a text challan from the client, right?
Husain, last 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So I will just schedule the call. Okay, let's say, and I will execute this. Once I will execute, it will automatically will send the reminder mail and as well as the meeting invite to the client. Okay, it will automatically give the reminder. You can see the reminder mail is sent and the Google meeting link also has been shared, and the same has been updated in our tracker. The additional document requested, that is updated, and this additional document required, this will be automatically get updated. So right now it is not there, so I'm just putting it. So you can see we have requested the document to the client, and once the client will receive the mail, you can see the invite and both the things are sent. Once the client will get this one form, and the client just only have to give the PAN number, and the document will go to the same folder. PAN number, and just client will upload this document. It will go to the same folder which is created. Okay, and at the last, if the ITR has been filed, so it will be updated by the time I'm just going to the next thing, and we will file. For example, we have filed the ITR today, right? So we will put today's date, and then we will send the mail. So we will come to here ITR filing, and we will send the mail. So at the mail, while sending the mail, it will ask that what all documents we can send along with the mail. So it will communicate to the client that your ITR is filed. Along with that, we can attach the acknowledgement also, that this is the acknowledgement of your ITR and this is the computation. So we can pick the files and send it to the client. Okay, and by the time it has generated this one, our analysis, 1 minute, I'll come to the analysis. You can see the analysis is going on. So it is just downloading 26 AS. So you can see by this time we have sent the mail also to the client. The mail will go that your ITR is filed on this date, and this is the document attached, right? So likewise, we have sent the documents to the client. We have collected the document. We have stored in the particular location. We have analyzed the documents also. So the main part is coming here where the analysis will be done. So
the time is up, Husain. Thank you.
Sure. Just a minute. Let me please open the file. 1 minute, because that is the main thing where the AI is being used. It is just analyzing.
Sin, I have a question. What you are using for analyzing the documents, like which Vision API, what you are using?
Gemini AI. Gemini. Yeah. So here the main thing. So the main questions are you can ask that we are sharing the client data to AI and all. So before that, I have just developed this script and this Python code in such a way that there is a one concept of pseudomorphization. So it will mask our content before sharing to the AI. So that is there in the script. You can see, so all the red flags it will highlight that what things we need to take care. It will also give the summary based on AIS that these all incomes are there. You can see. So based on this, we can have a discussion with the client, right? Before going to the meeting and all, we can tell that these all incomes are there. This much text you
No.
need to
Wait.
create. Yeah. Yeah.
If it is downloading and then it has to check what all documents the client has uploaded. So
Yes, that check.
first it will
Correct.
see, the AI will see that.
You see, sir, here. It will it will just check these all documents are required. It is giving the list of documents based on AIS and 26 AS. Then it is showing that what all documents has been matched and which all documents are pending. So here we need to use our professional judgment also, sir, that these are documents are coming, whether this is the actual things which is coming out or not. And based on this, we can,
How
yeah.
it will know how it will know whether a document is correct or not, it has to read it now first.
Correct. So for that one, I have run one agent, sir, document analyzer, smart file identifier. It has analyzed the document and based on that, it has named the document, right?
Agent
That
is
what all
doing
documents are
analysis.
available.
So again, the agent is using Gemini API Vision to check what is written. OCR is being done.
Yes.
And the
Yes, sir.
second point that I wanted to say that it's a very clumsy workflow. The workflow looks very clumsy. Like, there are so many things that are working, but it's not working as a integrated flow. And every time there is so much human intervention. Like there has to be, you have to run one agent, you have to run the other agent. So it becomes very clumsy.
I understand totally, sir. So
That was
initially,
all
I have
from my
created.
side.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah,
That
We
was
can
all
do
from
the
my side.
workflow
Thank
also.
you.
So that was I about to do. Yeah, sir.
Okay. So the integration is like, it is not coming in a sync. Like you have to go there, you have to come here, you have to come back to a different window. Otherwise, the tool looks good. You used Python app scripts and Gemini. What else?
Uh, that's only, ma'am. Python and this one, Gemini and AppScript. Yeah, this all.
And which are libraries you've used?
So multiple libraries are there, pandas are there, and Selenium is there. So these all we have used, and PDF Pumder is there to read the PDF contents.
Okay.
Yes. So this definitely I agree with the Akasha that we can connect with the workflow and it will be integrated. But at the basic level, it is being used by everyone if they wanted to start. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we are having, I think, Pranav is there. Pranav Vyas.
Panav is there.
Yes, sir.
Here.
I'm here. So shall
Panav
I
is
start?
there. Yeah.
Hussein, sir, you have to stop your screen.
Stop your sharing.
Done, sir. Done.
Hello, everyone. So thank you so much, ICAI and the respected jury members. I also want to thank Nikkitha K J, the other participant here, who covered the basics of the DPDP Act and the tools so that I don't have to cover that fully here. So let me start with my app, with my tool directly. So my tool is DPDP Suraksha AI. Here, I have covered various topics like mission control, the readiness check of the act, the client how we can manage the client, how we can generate documents under the act, how the operation register works, how the rights and retention works, safety and integrity, incident management, as well as knowledge and support. So coming to my application, this is how my dashboard looks like. So first, coming to the mission control. Just a second. Yeah, coming to the mission control, this is the first dashboard where you can see the executive reel, some functionality of the tool, some compliance snapshot, risk heat map, and other areas. But coming to the app, this is the readiness check I have prepared. This is the 32 question questionnaire which I have taken from the act, from the rules, from the schedule itself. I am randomly selecting some questions so that I can show you how this compliance assessment work. So this generates us the compliance report for the firm itself. I have focused for the firm itself, not for the client right now, as this is a document generator and the practice management for DPD, more like practice management for DPDP. So I'm just selecting some random. It's based on, I'll share you the full question list if you want. So now if I generate the report here, it generates me the full DPDP compliance report for my firm. So it says, it gives me the score, it gives me the grade. It also gives me the status and the priority gaps and 19 days remedial action plan too. So this was the first gap assessment report. Now coming to the client master. So this is basically the client master inventory. So you can see that here no client is selected. Let me tell you how to make a client. So as we clicked on the client, it took us to this client database. So this is where our inventory is maintained. Now let us create a dummy company or name. I have created some random company. So yeah. So here I am. I have not select all option here, as in the act we have to select all the documents carefully. So we can select. I will add if it's needed. But right now, to show you every points I have covered here, I'm ticking everything right now. So you can select all the data types held. Now managing partner, whoever has access to this data, and if we want to add some another function, another person accessing, then we can mention it here too, where the data is stored, what is the legal basis, what is the retention period. As I have the retention planner already made here, so I'll make the retention planner that way. As it is a publicly listed company, so the I'll select the risk rating as high. And as I save the client, it saved me the data. Now let's select the other company because I have filled some data which I cannot fill right now because it will take time. So let us select Maxwell Bros here. So as you can see here, the Maxwell Bros is automatically selected. Now for document studio, it automatically fetched all the data from the Maxwell, all the data of Maxwell Bros. So here let us say you can download all types of documents mentioned here. Let us generate a consent form here. You can download multiple documents, generate multiple documents from here too, as you cannot take bulk consent in the because of DPDP Act. So you have to take permission for each type of each purpose. So here I have two options. One is for rule based and Gemini assisted drafting too. So why rule based? So in for English, I have already trained my database that way that it generates the document itself without using AI. But if suppose I want to generate the document in Hindi and Gujarati, it will use the Gemini key. Here I have connected. Let me show you first. I have connected here Gemini API key here. So coming to the document studio, here I have selected the local rule based drafting. Now coming to the purpose, let's say we have purpose of text filing. So I'll generate draft here, and it generated us the consent from fully properly here. So let's say we selected text filing by mistake. So all the data we want to collect here are mentioned here. I just have to go here. I select GST compliance, remove text compliance, and generate draft. So it generated all the data in the GST category itself. And here it also gave me the placeholder here. So suppose wherever I have to change the data. So let me put my name here, and let me put a designation. I'll keeping it fast because I have a lot to cover and I won't be able to cover it in 10 minutes. So this is all the changes I have made in the tool itself. Now I can download it. I can download the Word, PDF, etc. I can download the sent email with attachment. It will run the SMTP. So here it will tell me when the SMTP will run. So let's say here it says email sent directly to client. Now let me take you to the email. So here is the email. Let me refresh it. Yeah. So it's 6:17 p.m. You can see that right now. And here we got, I have already sent a trial version before we started. So this is how we got the mail directly into the attachment of the client itself. So this is, it already covered our letterhead too. Form name, this is a dummy form, so I cannot use, I have not used the real data. It's all synthetic names. And it also gave us the placeholders this way. Now, this was the first part. Now coming to the consent processing register. So here, this is where we process the consent as per the act. So I have already entered some data into the database as a sample. So as we have selected GST data, we can click here directly to GST and it will fill the GST related data automatically. We have to read this, and if we want to add something or less something, we can do that. But this is the pre-filled. Based on my understanding, I have filled the data. If I want text sample, it fills the text sample. So it's GST sample. Now it's a GST sample, and I save record. I can export it all. I can export everything into the Excel right now. But now this is the last one we have created. I can create a consent link from here, and as I click consent link, it generated a QR code. Now scanning this QR code, the client can directly accept the consent here. But there is one workflow issue I will mention when after the presentation is over, so that you can understand how it works. So now coming to the consent, now we have to plan for retention. So if we click on retention here, it took us directly to the retention plan here. You can see I have already pre-filled data here too. So you can do all this from the from this tool itself. And as I said, we want to use GST template, so we can use GST pre-filled template. And same way, it filled all the data automatically. Now we have to click the last review date. So as I may say today is the last review date. So I check, it already gave the note, and I save retention plan. It also gave us the set retention plan. If I want to create this retention plan, I can mark it done. I just say filling random data. I have to approve yes, and I have to enter certificate number here. But I have not given it the access right now because it will take time for me to put the data. So as it is disposed now. So this is how you can keep the retention policy, retention planning working. Now vendor and system. So this is where we can show the data processor itself. Like who is the data processor? Our vendor is our data processor. What service type is used? Same with the system inventory. What system he is used. We can same way we can fill all this data, and we can save directly here, and we can directly export in our system if we want to check in our database. Now, right access database, as it's the right of data principle to access, correction, withdrawal of data. So in the same manner, I have already created a predefined templates here. So this is how it's a predefined template. So if client want to give access request, then it will make us here access request. If it's correction request, it will make a correction request. I can save the right request, and here I can see that it's in review. I can change here. If it's closed, then if I add, it will be closed. It's because it's not overlapping and generating a new record because of the audit log we have to maintain. If I awaiting client, then it made the awaiting client request here. I can close it directly from here. Yes, same way that I have showed you about. It's closed now. I can same way export the file in Excel itself. Now coming to the AI safety check, this and PII scanner, I have kept it together because this is how, if I want to put any client data on AI, so this is just a checklist. Like is it a local draft redaction? Is it for drafting only, or are there any block case for that? So based on it, I can select it, and this PII scanner will connect to the safety check. But as I have trained it with synthetic models.
Last minute left. Thank you.
Yes, for synthetic model only, it is not showing me properly. Now coming to the user guide, this is where any new person accessing this app can know how to use this app. Now breach forum. But before coming to that, let me change the theme if you are done with the dark theme. So this is where the breach room. These are some, I am selecting it randomly, but as per your work, you can select it. Suppose person affected, it gave me time also. It's payroll, and it generated me a completely new document here. which I can modify and send to the client same way I have shown in the document studio. Now this is expert database. Now I ask here, what is section 9? This is a LLM base, but it is trained with the DPDP Act. It's not a RAG right now because I want to do some trial and error. That's why I have not built a RAG for this. But for the same purpose, we can do RAG for it. I have asked it a question, but till then I will show you the last feature. So this is the knowledge portal where you can find act, rules, etc., penalties, and this is the I have just recently updated it, so it's the latest summary. But I have made a pipeline that way with 80% more confidence rate, so it triggers and go to Google, find the data, and read it. If its confidence score is satisfied, then it is satisfied, and make me a summary and give me here. And you can say it in expert desk. So for section 9, it clearly mentioned that it is for processing of children data. It gave me legal position, CA form example, practical workflow, documentation to keep, risk caution, and CA practice impact too. So coming to this, as we have covered mission control here, readiness checklist too, we have covered client management too, we have even covered document studio, operational register, rights and retention too, safety and integrity too, incident management, and knowledge and support too. So this was DPDP Suraksha AI on my side. Thank you so much, and I am open for questions now.
Can you show that how you have built this tool? Is it a HTML
Yes.
front end with what exactly how it is?
Just a second. Yeah, it's a HTML front end tool with Python backend, and it's hosted on Flask. As I can show you that it's local hosted on Flask. I have created this full tool using ChatGPT itself. It's HTML front end, back end, everything is developed using ChatGPT. What I have done is, first I have given a prompt to ChatGPT, brainstorm my ideas with the ChatGPT, and generate overall structure for this tool. Then I gave access to that folder to Codex, and by that I have made an improvement in UI UX, as well as the prompting, and even some backend issues was there. I have solved with use of Codex.
Okay. Now you have made that in the last, I was looking at a small chat integration. What API you are using there?
Gemini API key.
Gemini
It's
API
a free
key.
one right now.
Okay. And you were telling that you want to build it in a RAG model, right?
Yes.
Now, presently, what you are doing with that? Only a simple chat model? Any guardrails in that?
No, it basically analyze the DPDP. As I have given it section 9, then it will not go to the section 9 of Income Tax Act or GST Act. It will go to the DPDP Act only. But I have just said that I was doing trial and error so that I can build something similar to RAG, but it works more online and off. I was trying to create offline RAG too, but for this, but it took me time, and I am in process of that. So I wanted to integrate offline RAG with this, but as I didn't get time, I connected the online train model with this.
No, that is a type of a custom GPT kind of a
Yes,
thing.
custom GPT, exactly. You can say that.
But it is not RAG, okay?
No, it's not RAG. Yes, I have not mentioned it's a RAG. We can
Don't say it is
connect
RAG and you will build a RAG, because it will create a confusion later on also, because RAG has so many other facets that have to be used. Okay.
Yes, exactly. That's why I have not built
Can you
RAG.
show me the code, like if you can show me
Yeah, sure.
where it was
This is
running?
a API. Yeah. So this was the last code I have generated.
And where you are putting the Gemini API key inside?
In the environment file, I have created a SQLite database for this. So it's not leaving the system. It is all data is stored in the SQLite.
Okay.
And it's using
And you know what
256
was that
encryption
QR
tool.
code that you were showing? That I just missed that part where you were showing that QR
Yes.
code was there.
So this is the QR code part here. So here what is done, that it opens the link like this here for the client. So that client accept the consent directly from here.
Can you show me the QR code? I have to check whether it works with me or not.
QR code is not working right now. I have tried it because I want
How
to
it will work?
exist.
Because it is running locally, no?
Yes, exactly. That's why. I know that limitation. I want to host it. I have taken a hostinger for that, another domain. But as I have hosted this locally for this purpose, for this hackathon only, so I have not hosted it yet because there might be some
Because this
leakage of.
QR code is also not proper. It is not opening any website.
Yes, it's not opening. I have to refine it. Yes, you are right on that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so you have integrated something for your Gujarati documentation. So
Yes.
is that
Do you want me-
Gemini?
Yes, it is
So-
Gemini. Do you want me to show it?
No, so I just want to know that in that case, like, are we following the DPDP regulation?
Yes, it's not be leaking any personal data from here as it drafts without the PAN number, and in short, the no personal information will be used for drafting itself because we are taking the consent for asking for those kind of information only.
Okay, great. Got it.
Yes, ma'am.
So is this a close, Ashish, or we have Shikha?
Yes, we can go ahead, right?
Thank
Do
you
we
so
have
much.
Shikha here?
Nidhi, before Shikha, we have Kanj Goel ji.
Okay. Okay, Kanj Goel ji. Okay, yeah, you can present.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to all the panelists and jury members and my seniors who are watching us. And it was a very insightful session as of now. Okay, and today I'm going to present the Suvidha AI which we are using. First, I would like to tell about myself. I'm a chartered accountant of 2011 batch, and today I'm going to present about the Suvidha AI which we are using in our firm for automation of our daily routine tasks. Before I present about the Suvidha AI, I just want to tell the story how the Suvidha AI was born. And me and my team has been using AI like ChatGPT, Claude, etc. for 1 to 2 years to do the drafting, various notices reply, and other things. Suddenly, one day, what I saw is my team was generating statement 3. That statement 3 is used in submission of export documents or export related data when you claim the refund against uh, export without payment of taxes. I realized that they have been doing repetitive tasks, uh, which was very time consuming for generation of statement 3 and an extra B. Then I thought when we are using the AI for drafting and we are using the OCR for generation of our replies, then why can't we do it for statement 3 and other works? Suddenly we started digging out. Then how can we generate this statement 3 and an extra B for us? And our time can be saved. So we did some deep search about the same, and after 15-20 days, we were able to generate a statement 3 with the help of Llama AI as well as Claude, which was having 90 to 95% accuracy. And thereafter, we did it for an SRB and other areas where we were working. And we were able to generate some tools for the same, like using Lovable app, which is kind of a free website, and with the help of Claude, etc. Thereafter, what happened? We were having 3, 4, 5 tools with us, and whenever we wanted to do something, we have to tell, okay, do it from this tool or this tool. Then suddenly an idea emerged from my teammate that, sir, can we create a platform like this wherein we have all the tools integrated and the data can be stored and we can use it. At that time, Suvida AI was born. I just now start sharing the platform, how it is. My screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I just open. You have just you have to sign in. Once you sign in, then you have to select the client. Then once the client is selected, now just I said we have developed many tools, but today I'm going to show two, three tools which are being used by us mostly, and other tools are in either in development phase or in testing phase, or we can say in initial phases. So one of the tool was statement 3. Like we have when we click on this statement 3, we get two prompts: shipping bills and DRC. We have this zip folder wherein all the shipping bills are there, and then the BRC wherein all the BRC are there. Then we click on the generate statement 3. It starts processing the data. Once it processes the data, you can download it from here, like this, and this is saved. See, all the requisite details which are required have been picked by the lemma AI, read by the lemma AI, and then generated by the Claude in the requisite format, which has been generated after many iterations, learnings, and giving it templates again and again. So this is one thing which is there. In the same way, see, this job is already done. If an accountant would be doing the job, it would have taken at least 1 hour, 2 hour, but you can see the job is done in 2 minutes only while I am presenting the data itself. Same way, an HFB, because when we are filing for any refund, there are plenty of entries, thousands of entries for the 2B. You just upload the 2B, then generate the HFB, and it generates the HFB. In the same manner, which is required. Is you see, if a person who is doing such thing in manually, it would have taken time, but with the use of this, my persons are doing it in 2 minutes, while they were using it they were taking for 2 hours or something like that. Same is GSTI and validator. why the GSTIN validator emerged? Because during the GST audits, there was an issue of cancelled supplier, what we faced in our practice. And at that time, we decided how can we do it quickly by doing it. Now you can say that Tally is doing that, or other softwares like Webtel are doing it. Yes, they are doing it, and in the same way, we are also using the same API, we can say, for GSTN validator, which is used by them. But yes, now we have our own tools for the same.
Kanji, last minute left.
Okay. So it validates all the data and it generates the statement in the same manner wherein GSTIN is verified and it gives you data so that you have the details of the data that yes, whether the GST is active or not or cancelled, then when it is cancelled or something like that. Same way other tools are being developed and are there. I can show you. Uh, for data entry and accounting, same way like Tally to Excel does, we are also doing it that is linked through XML and then the uh, accounting entries can be passed. That's it from my side. Thank you for the
Sir, how
opportunity.
you are validating GST? Uh, can you tell me?
सिंपल एपीआई जो गवर्नमेंट की वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है.
Sir, have you built this tool?
Yes,
How much time did it take?
approximately 6 months. I have been working for approximately 6 months.
And the where is the database? Where is the backend?
Supabase.
So if I log in there,
Hmm.
if I log in, then everything will be my data will go to Superbase, right?
Sir, eventually Tally is also storing the data on AWS, and we are also storing the data on AWS. So yes, it is shared on the AWS, but there is no better security than AWS.
But my data
Tally
is
is
going to you know.
no, your data is not going to me. Your data is going to AWS, and it is eventually there. Tally is
It
also
is your
storing the data on
AWS it is
AWS.
going.
No, but you can say so, but I don't think so. Any of us can have a better security than AWS.
I completely understand that, but my
Yes.
data on your AWS account simply means that.
I'm not checking the data and I am not sharing it with anyone else. I just shared it. I'm using it for myself. I have developed it for myself only. I'm only using it.
So this is not a commercial platform?
No, as of now, not. This is a tool used by me only for my firm, which I designed and which is there.
Okay, and what if the portal is not working? How will you integrate in that case? Like if GST portal API is
Honestly,
unavailable, so how will your
honestly,
validation process work?
अभी तक ये इशू आया नहीं है. आता है तो मैं देखता हूँ. अभी तक तो नहीं आया.
Got it.
Means valid point. I'll note it and I'll see what can be done in that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and if somebody is already using Tally GST software, so what is very specific feature that this Suvidha AI has?
So if you see uh, any tool which is being used, like any website, if you talk about QuickBooks, if you talk about Hostbooks or Webr or something like that, they all are doing one common thing, which is accounting only. They are not having the feature of GSTR 2B generation, NSB generation, statement 3 generation, because this is designed for our firm only, by us only. It is having the features which are used by us only. We are not having the feature like generation of you can say any MIS report as of now or something like that, because that is not being used by us. What we are using is GST refund services or financial statement services, or one of my clients whose details I can't share on
And
the
can you show
platform.
me, sir, can you show
For
me
which,
creating
sir,
one
let me allow to
dummy?
complete this. Let me answer the query first. Then I'll come to your question. So one of the client for which we are doing the outsourcing of accounting, uh, PMS, Portfolio Management Service. They are a giant client, corporate client, and they use PMS services. They invest in PMSs, and accounting is a very cumbersome job for them because there are multiple PMSs, multiple accounting entries are there, and something is there. So I'm building that through the uses of
You are building, I'm just asking what is unique feature of your tool?
so that's what I'm saying. PMS accounting is not done by anyone else. GST and SFB along with accounting is not done by anyone else. We are also
Okay.
we are also working on auditing, through which we will be having the unique feature of accounting, auditing, and analyzing the data at one platform only, which is not by anyone else.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Over to Ashish. Yes.
Yeah, Ashish,
Sir, can you
tell me.
create one dummy user for me on your website just for the sake of understanding?
Dummy user means you want to create, you have to share the data then, or you want me to share my data?
No, you take my email ID. No, take my email ID. I will give you one my email ID. Open the desktop. Open the share the screen.
Sure,
I just want one onboarding to be done by you.
sure. Tell me.
Sir, can you
Can you
share
share
your
it?
screen?
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna share. Okay, I create.
Wait, let me see. Yes.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
So this is Suvidha AI.
Yeah.
Okay. You take any email ID like you.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
share.
do it for myself only. Okay. But my okay, my email address is there. Let me take it from my team. Okay, so because my email address is already registered on this, and that's why I'm not having it. So Gar- OTP लेके आना.
This tool is present.
Sir, can you go take me to the homepage of this Suvidha AI?
This is the home page only, sir.
Can you go to About Us?
Okay.
Now it says it has been built using FANG engineers. They are the multi. They are. It
So,
means it is not built by.
Ashish ji, you have currently pointed out, okay, and you have a valid question that it is
And it
built
is a
by FANG
commercial
engineers.
platform. It is not allowed for hackathon.
As of now, there is nothing for commercial platform. I said it.
This is
If it is
openly available in any kind of searches.
No, it is not available.
It is.
Ma'am, there is no pricing policy and there is not allowed. When I am the owner and I have not started any commercialization of the product as yet, then obviously it is not commercialized.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, that's it.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Next we have Shikha Sharma. Thank you for your presentation.
Hi,
Thank
am I
you.
audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just share my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Evening, judges, my fellow chartered accountants, and all the viewers. Before I start my use case, I would like to thank the ICAI committee for giving me the opportunity to talk about this use case today. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 problem statements that exist in Indian MSMEs invoice management workflow and how my application Invoice Pro helps to solve all of them. Firstly, these MSMEs, when they receive vendor invoices, they receive it across multiple communication channels on WhatsApp, on email, it's everywhere. There's no control, there is no visibility. Similarly, when they raise customer invoices, again, there's no standard process being followed here, which can lead to errors, even compliance risks. And most importantly, the chartered accountant who is providing multiple services to these MSMEs ends up wasting so much time in just trying to follow up and get the sales and purchase data. So we can see that in the entire process, there is a lot of inefficiency. Now, my application Invoice Pro is a multi-tenant invoice management system that has been designed specifically to handle the CA-SME relationship. Let me now take you to the entire architecture, hierarchy, roles and capabilities of the system to help understand how it solves. So as you can see on the top layer, this is the super admin, who's the chartered accountant in this case. He can onboard multiple admins into the system. These are the MSMEs and they are going to manage their invoice processing. These admins can create multiple roles within their organization to manage their invoice processing, like the vendor, customer, operator, and approver. Every vendor gets their personal SSO login where they can log in, upload invoices in PDF, PNG format, and the AI powered by Google Gemini extracts all of the details into the system. This just takes few seconds. Apart from this, if there is any issue in the AI, then there is a manual process also available in case of a fallback. Now moving to the operator. Operator is an employee of this admin who can upload these vendor invoices on behalf of the vendor. He also has option to upload bulk invoices, also can create customer invoices. And once the customer invoices are created, then he can download them in a PDF format. All the invoices that are getting created in this system, whether vendor or customer, are automatically picking the tax type. Now comes the approver. He's the authorized person who can approve, reject, or edit these invoices. And whatever edit is being done is maintained in a proper audit trail. The vendor, operator, as well as approver can extract the status of their invoices in case they want. And customer is just a master data entity that has been created by admins so that he can create the customer invoices. Moving to the admin. So as I mentioned, all of these roles are maintained by the admin for his organization. Apart from this, he gets a dashboard where he can see the invoice processing status for all of the invoices that have been raised. He can also quickly check the business health analytics, and he can also raise sales invoices. Apart from this, he can close the books once he wants, then no more invoices should be posted. Now comes the super admin. As I mentioned, this super admin can onboard multiple MSMEs, And once they are created, he can assign separate API keys to be able to manage and control the AI usage. And secondly, he can now export the purchase and sales data immediately on real-time basis, no communication, no loss of time in just trying to follow up. And once he's done with the reporting, then he can close the period. And the close period for one particular admin shall be the one that will be the latter of the two, applied by the admin versus the super admin. Now let me take you to the real application. So this is the application Invoice Pro. Let me first log in from a vendor perspective. I'm going to show all of the logins one by one. So once the vendor logs in, the first thing that he sees is the status of all the invoices that he has posted. What has happened to them? They have approved, they are rejected, or they are pending. If he wants to see, for example, why this has been rejected, he can quickly just open the data. He can see the invoice copy that he had uploaded, the line items, and in the audit trail, he can see the comment that has been put up by the approver. He can then take the next action as appropriate. Once he wants to create new invoice, he can do this from this option. There are two options, as I had mentioned, AI way and manual way. So if he wants to do the AI way, he can just choose any of the files that are there into any of the invoices. And in just a few seconds, the AI is going to extract all of the details that are already available in the invoice. If anything is not available, it is going to leave it blank for the vendor to update and then submit. So these are the details that it has already picked up. Anything that is not picked up, he can just put it, for example, invoice date and goods received date, and then just submit the invoice. He can also export the status of the reports from here. Now let me show you the operator. So the operator, the option to create vendor invoices is exactly the same as in case of vendor. The additional option he has is to bulk upload. So in bulk upload, he can create multiple, he can choose multiple invoices one at a time. Sorry, all at a time. Apart from this, he can create customer invoices as well. I'm going to quickly show you how the customer invoice looks like once it is created. So this is how the invoice looks like once it is created. Once it is created, you can download the PDF immediately. If he wants to create a customer invoice, he can just fill these basic details. And once he selects the customer, you can see that the tax type that is applicable is automatically selected. He can fill rest of the details and then just create this invoice. Let me now show you the admin, sorry, the approver. So the first screen that the approver sees is the pending invoices that are pending in his queue to approve. If he wants to quickly view any of them, he can just view them. As I'd shown initially, this is the view that he also gets, the invoice copy, every line item detail. And from here, he can take the required action, approve, reject, or edit. In the history, all of the invoice status that is there, that is visible. Let me show you one, for example, this invoice. So here we can see that this was submitted by the operator. Then the approver changed the tax rate applicable and hence the tax amount has changed and then he approved it. So all of these steps are being documented in the audit trail. Now let me show you the admin view. So admin is the MSME. So the first thing that the MSME sees is a dashboard wherein he can see the status of the invoices as well as the vendor invoices and the customer invoices. Apart from this, in the analytics, he can see a month-on-month view for his sales, for his purchases and profit. Now, the profit here is just a simple sales minus purchases because this has been created from a point of view of an MSME who gets a bird's eye view and an overall view of how his business is performing. Then from vendor invoices, he can see all the invoices that are there in the system. Similarly, the sales invoices. From vendors, he can manage the vendor master data, create new vendors or edit the vendors. From customer, he can view or edit or create the customers. Users are basically his employees, the operator and the approver roles. So he can create and edit from here. Reports are where he can download his own sales and purchase reports if he wants to do some analysis or he wants to send it across to someone. And this is the settings where he can put the close period. Once this has been put, no more invoices shall be posted before this date. Now let me show you the super admin view. So in case of the super admin, the first thing that the admin sees is all the admins that he has created. So if he wants to create a new admin, he can just add another admin, add the name, email ID, password, add a Gemini API key and create it. There is also option to update API key in case and he needs to do the same in future to manage the AI. Then this is the business report from where now he can extract on real-time basis all the sales and purchase report. No more waiting, no more follow-up required. And he can immediately finish all of the reportings that he had to do. In the global close period, as I had mentioned, once he's done with the reportings for his clients, he can put a close date here, and that will apply to all clients. As I had mentioned initially, for one specific admin, the date that shall apply to one admin will be the latter of the two, the one that was applied by the admin versus the one that has been applied by the super admin. That is all from my end. I'm open for questions. Thank you.
What tech you have used in making this? Like,
Sorry?
what tech, like what it is running on?
So
You are
this
running it on
entire
your local
application.
host. You have, come on, go ahead.
So this entire application I have made with the help of Claude, and it's using Next.js for the front end, React and Recharge for the chart creation. The database as of now it is in my local, so it is using SQLite. AI integration is Google Gemini, and PDF generation is React PDF.
Okay. And what is you authentication is simple locally done SQL only, right?
Yeah. At the moment it is locally, but once it is deployed, then I'll have to look at those solutions, maybe Supabase or
Why didn't
like
you
what
try it
database.
with Firebase?
Yeah, even Firebase is an option.
Okay, if different admins are using different API keys and AI models,
Yeah. So basically, the API key, the chartered accountant is maintaining the API key, not the admin.
okay. So now if same invoice is processed in two API keys, will the output be same?
No. So for one vendor, if there is same invoice number will not be processed. It is up to the chartered accountant if he wants to keep the same API key across multiple MSMEs, or he wants to assign different. It is up to him. I have not finalized this. Like I have not, put in stone this that same API key cannot be in multiple MSMEs. At the moment, it allows, but it is up to the chartered accountant to put one or maintain separate for each client.
Okay,
Have you tested it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. One more thing I have to ask, like suppose for instance, do you maintain any kind of audit trail that this is AI corrected and this is manually corrected? Or this has manual edits?
AI, you mean? Yes. So the invoice yes. So when the invoice is created in operator, it shows whether it is manually processed or it is only if it is manually processed, it is going to show manual. If there's nothing mentioned, it is processed by API.
Okay, number of iterations and corrections by AI is not there.
Corrections as in AI, like I'm not sure I understand your question. Because AI only extracts once. AI is not doing any correction. It's only extracting from the PNG or PDF copy of the invoice.
Okay, so it's not maintaining any kind of audit trail of AI corrections? In case there is any kind of correction?
No, so any edits, see, AI is only extracting data from the invoice copy. Any approval of the invoices, like for example, vendor invoices is being done by a human. That's an approver. So whatever an approver is doing, all of the audit trail is getting maintained within the tool. Like you can see who entered, who approved, and what did he do before approving. Did he change anything? Did he make any changes? So that is being maintained. But as I mentioned, AI is not doing any editing. AI is only extracting once the vendor invoice data.
This said AI extracts amount as 1 lakh. But now actually the invoice shows it as 10 lakh is written. AI extracts that 1 lakh. Now who catches the error? The system or the approver?
No, approver will catch it. The system is not going to catch it. But in my testing, I have not seen even a single case wherein AI extracted something wrong.
Okay.
But yes, as of now, the process is that the approver is the authorized person who needs to ensure that whatever data has been extracted is as per the copy of the invoice that has been uploaded.
Because any extraction mistake can become a financial statement reporting mistake.
That's why we have the approver in place.
Okay.
We are not
Yes,
depending on AI to do the checks. We are only using AI to, faster the process, like to bring efficiency.
Shikha, have you tested it using, because the invoice copies that I saw that you uploaded, they were all digitally made, right? Have you tested it with some manually written, handwritten, so that the OCR can be tested, that how exactly it is doing? Because you have already built in the fallback mechanism where if it fails, then it has to be seen by the reviewer.
Yes. No, so actually manual process was built in because the idea was that this is being built for MSMEs. Some MSMEs may not have access to AI all the time, or they might not be in a place where there is internet. And I didn't want the process to step. The point is that we should get digitized. MSMEs should be able to get items online,
No,
and
my
the CEO
question,
should be able to get that
my
report faster. No, I
I
have
think there
not
was a
tested
gap in
on
my question.
real, like yellow paper. No, I have not tested. No, I have not tested. I have
Handwritten.
tested on
Okay,
the
okay.
digital invoice.
Fine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I hope we are good to go with the amazing presentations this time as well in this 8th episode.
Very true. It's always good to be here, see enormous amount of work done by different participants. Somebody is taking days, somebody months, and they're coming up with something or the other that is new, exciting. And I congratulate all of you for being a participant here. Over to
Yes,
Rishi,
Rishi ji,
sir.
you can. Yes, over to you.
Shikha ji, can you stop sharing, please? Shikha ji, can you stop sharing? Thank you. Now, it's been a marathon session of 3 hours. We had a very great presentation from all our 11 panelists. Before I give the concluding remarks, let me remind my viewers that the voting lines are now open for the last 5 minutes. It's 7:06 p.m. and they're open till 7:11 p.m. So those who have not yet voted may please vote now, since you have listened to all the 11 presentations. So we'll wait for 5 more minutes to close the session. Before that, I extend my sincere appreciation to all the participants, all the 11 participants, for their enthusiasm, creativity, and dedication in presenting the innovative AI-powered solutions today. My heartfelt thanks to our leadership, CA Prasanna Kumar D, President Sir, CA Mangesh Kinare, Vice President Sir, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda, immediate past President and Chairman AI Committee, and CA Umesh Sharma, Vice Chairman AI Committee, whose guidance and motivation has been instrumental in bringing to life all these AI initiatives. Over the last 8 episodes, we have witnessed the remarkable potential of chartered accountants for not merely adapting to technology, but are actively shaping the future through innovation. Each idea presented has reflected the profession's commitment to excellence, problem solving, and continuous learning. My heartfelt gratitude to our respected jury members, CA Riddhi Jain ji and CA Ashish Sachdev ji, for their valuable time, insightful feedback, and fair evaluation. Their guidance has been instrumental in encouraging innovation and helping participants refine their ideas. Every participant here has emerged richer in experience, learning, and confidence. The hackathon is not merely a competition, it is a platform to innovate, collaborate, and grow. Now, with the completion of episode 8 today, we now are gearing up for the semi-finals and ultimately the grand finale of the ICAI AI Hackathon Season 5. The semi-finals are lined up. We have got a 21 out of 24 contestant. The 3 from this episode will be known very shortly. And now the semi-final lineup is 12th June semi-final 1 and 19th June semi-final 2. Both will start at 2 p.m. onwards on both the dates, 12th and 19th. And then we have the grand finale, the big one, at the ICAI AI Innovation Summit 2026 at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. The journey ahead promises to be even more exciting as we showcase the best AI innovations from across the profession. So I would request, don't forget to tune in for the semi-finals first, the semi-final 1 and semi-final 2, as well as the grand finale, which will be a physical event. It will be a live physical event at the summit. So those who have not registered for the summit till date, may please register. We have received more than 3,000 registrations. We're going overboard, and we have just a few registrations left for the summit, and we will be closing the registrations very shortly. We have got an overwhelming response. We have a great lineup of speakers there, great lineup of exhibitors. We have the finale of the hackathon, the AI Innovation Challenge, and we have whatnot. Apart from that, we have the refresher sessions going on for level 1 and level 2. So we have the refresher sessions tomorrow for level 1. And we have the AICA level 1 and level 2 batches also going on in a place near you. Also, we are coming out very shortly with our level 3 of the ICAI AICA certificate course. So on behalf of the AI committee, ICAI, I thank each one of you for making this session a tremendous success. We look forward to meeting our semi-finalists in the next 2 weeks and continuing this journey of innovation together. Wishing everyone the very best for the results and future endeavors. We are just left with 1 more minute for the voting lines to close, and then we'll wrap up. Last 30 seconds. So now we wrap up. It's 7:11 p.m. So the voting lines are now closed and we wrap up the same. So thank you. Thank you for joining and see you soon for the next episode next week, Friday, 2 p.m. for the semi-final 1. Thank you, jury. Thank you, all the participants. It was great having you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai ICAI. Thank you. Tech support, can we close?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you.